did. Oh, there we go. Only took 37 seconds. But let's go live. We are officially live, Cal. After when was the last time we streamed a Sabres game? It's been a hot minute. And it's your boy Dog. It's your boy Dog is immediately in there. We're starting off on a good foot. Yes, sir. Welcome back, everyone. Yeah, it was a nice. I hope everyone had a good All-Star break. Cal, I don't know about you, but I did not watch Tate McRae absolutely light up the All-Star game. Turns out I really just don't care about it. The only nice thing over that break was reading all the surveys and once again seeing that Buffalo is one of the least liked visiting cities. Right. Yeah. Yeah, and I understand it too. If everyone doesn't know what we're referring to, we are referring to the Athletic poll. Usually around mid-season, they survey a bunch of players around the NHL, and they ask them a series of questions. One of which is, "What's your least favorite city to visit?" And the top three went as follows: Winnipeg, not surprising; Ottawa, also not surprising; and Buffalo. So. Nice. Buffalo once again securing that top 5 finish. Thank you, Sabres. Hey, we were thinking about going to that one, folks. We were thinking about making the drive up to Ottawa to watch the Sabres. Did they? Yeah, good thing we didn't though, because it looks like they got killed during that game we were supposed to go up to. So
Brutal game, and yeah, I am legal to go to Canada now, so that is a possibility for next season. But yeah, this season it didn't work. That Canadians game though, that if we were to hit on the way back, was actually a good game. But yeah, that Ottawa game would have ruined the entire trip, that's for sure.
yeah. Christian says could not hear Cal. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, because like halfway through Cal talking, I realized that he was still muted on my thing.
Wow.
So thank you for telling me that. Um, Zachary says Stars are on a back to back. Who did they play someone last night, or are they playing someone tomorrow night? I I don't know because I thought everyone started up tonight. I know there's a few
There were
games.
two games yesterday, but yeah, Dallas plays the Leafs tomorrow in
Mm-hmm.
Toronto.
So unfortunately, we do not benefit from that back to back. So whoops, that's unfortunate. But Cal, I never asked you how are you doing?
Yeah, it's fun. It's been a rough couple days, but overall, I mean, we're doing good. I mean, we're I think we're both over that Bills season. It is what it is, right? We got the Super Bowl coming up this week, which
Mm-hmm.
again, two teams that I don't really care about, but also it's exciting. It's the Super Bowl. You gotta watch it because we all know that offseason hurts. And the Sabres coming back again, 33 games left, 10 points out of the playoffs. Again, it's a possibility if you guys want to find out how the Sabres can do it. Don just made a video on that, but it's definitely a possibility still. Each game matters, and each loss is going to hurt them exponentially going forward. With that being said, though, I'm just here to have a little bit of fun the rest of the season. I'm not expecting too much. Let's just get back on track that we were last season and go into the offseason feeling good, right? Because if this team continues to stumble and bumble around, there's going to be major concerns. The trade deadline is also this week, which snuck up on us pretty quick. So we'll see if the Sabres do anything there. But again, the market looks pretty dry. If anything, maybe the Sabres sell a couple guys like Eric Johnson, Jordan Greenway could also be a guy that they look to dish off for, some picks. Connor Clifton, another guy they might try to, somehow get out of his long-term deal. I say long-term.
Mm-hmm.
For Connor Clifton, it's long-term. Any time over this year is long-term.
Yeah,
And then again, you look at guys like Zemgus Jorgensen's. I doubt Kyle Okposo, but you never know. Maybe they'll send one of those guys off to a playoff team for, the remainder of their contract for just this year.
yeah. And one other name that we haven't mentioned yet, Casey Middlestat.
Yeah.
I am very much against trading him. I'm not sure why we'd even consider it, considering he's only like our best forward, most consistent forward this year. It doesn't make too much sense to trade your best forward. It seems like Sam Reinhart all over again.
Mhm.
the fact that we're even having this discussion at this point in the season is beyond frustrating. But
it would have to be a clear upgrade. Yeah, he's young. He's he's going to get paid, but I don't think he's done enough to get paid huge numbers. I think he'll be very similar to the other guys that got paid on our team, like around that Tage Thompson, Dylan Cousins number. I don't think it's going to be crazy inflation. I don't think he's been the best forward this year, but he definitely has shown that he can be that guy. And again, if you're going to trade him, it better be for quite a bit. Even though he is on an expiring deal, you still should prioritize re-signing him. And again, if we look the other way, maybe the Sabres win this game and win another one before or I think they don't even play till Saturday, so this is their last game before the deadline. But say they win this game, and maybe Kevin Adams says, shoot, we're making a push, Jack Quinn's out, we got to make a deal for another forward. Maybe the Sabres buy. Again, who knows?
Well, I don't know if you watched Kevin Adams as we get ready for gameplay here. The puck drop is about to happen in a very barren arena. Holy crap. No one is at this one, folks. As we get underway here in the first period. Sabres, of course, in the goat heads. That's why I'm wearing my brand new goat head UPO jersey. I'll have to show it off if you guys want to see it. It's in the community tab as well. Top tier, quality make here. Anyway, Sabres have it in the offensive zone here for a moment. Power dishes it off near side, who leaves it again for Jeff Skinner, peeling off the wall, circles back to the blue line, takes a long-range shot, went off escape, blocked to the blue line, and creeps out to the neutral zone. Skinner trying to make a couple moves, loses his handle a little bit on that one, and he shoots it up into the glass, everyone pointing up, so we'll get a whistle. Oh, thank you, Truth. I appreciate it. Yeah, but I didn't realize either that the NHL trade deadline is this week. Honestly, I just don't care. I feel I'm so apathetic to this team. If they sold, like, say they get rid of Casey Middlestat, right, for a first and second, I will be punching the wall. I will be fuming.
The last thing this team needs is picks, too. I mean, how many prospects do you need, right? We already have quite the backload of them.
We should have been trading away prospects to get actual players, but whatever. We've had this discussion many times here. As the Stars wrangle their way into the Sabres zone, I don't know if wrangle is an actual word, but play along with me, okay? It goes into the zone there. Issa Lindell whacks it to the near side boards, kept in briefly by Jordan Greenway. He didn't realize he kept it in either. No, looks like they're going to call it a hand pass, even though he wasn't looking at the puck when he touched it with his hand. Peak on a NHL refereeing. Okay.
Yeah, that's, so far nothing much in this game. Again, both teams coming off that All-Star break. The Sabres tend to play better on the second half of the All-Star break historically, but again, they got a lot of work to do if they want to make that playoff push.
Yep. As the Stars win that faceoff, they tip it into the Sabres zone. Luukkonen comes out to play with it. He's been rock solid, especially on that Western Coast trip that the Sabres just played on before the All-Star break. He was phenomenal in all three of those games, although Anaheim, that game we don't talk about that one.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Sabres barely keep it in at the blue line. Stars now can come away with it. They shoot it up and out of play right as they go into the Sabres zone. Wrangle up a goal. Yes, Truth. Absolutely. Let's wrangle one up, folks. Yeah. The Stars have been really solid this year, Cal. Jake Ottinger has been phenomenal as always. And there's one player on this team that Kevin Adams seemed to have an unhealthy obsession with, Mason Marchment. Remember when that whole saga was going on?
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
We were this close to getting a third-line winger, Cal. This close! Oh! He would have pushed us over the top.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but yeah, this team just, again, massive disappointment so far this season. But again, there's still time. 33 games is plenty of time. You could go on a 10-game win streak, and all of a sudden you're back in the mix. So
yeah, I guess
a lot of time. Again, this team definitely snake bit by injuries and also just underachieving flat out.
Yeah, I mean, look at Edmonton. They were left for dead. Now they've won 16 in a row, and now third in their the division. They're playing Vegas tonight. That should be a good one after I watch this game. Al, what's going on? Sorry, I couldn't read. Here's Tage going through center, trying to look for the far side. Had the puck stripped of him right around that center ice logo. The Stars trying to bust their way back into the Sabres zone here with Pavelski playing in his, 1300th NHL game tonight. Pavelski to the point. There's a slapper towards the front of the net. Luukkonen didn't know where it was. It was sitting right in front of him. Pavelski, though, couldn't get a shot off, and looks like Tage Thompson's going to be heading to the box here for a hook.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. And I also like to see that Don Granado put Caio Poso, the eternal speedster, on that first line because, that's what the Sabres needed.
Yeah, that's definitely probably the best decision, right? I mean, Kyle Poso, definitely one of the fastest guys on the team, definitely a top line caliber player. So it
Yeah.
makes complete sense why he's up there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, so Dallas, odd man opportunity here of the evening. They shoot one right off the far side of the post, and that puck squirts all the way out of the zone here. So immediately an opportunity for the Stars right off on this power play. But Mir Heiskanen has to retreat into his own zone. Passes it across ice. Ben now with some speed into the zone. Ben to Pavelski, whips it to the far side for Jason Robertson, the 24-year-old. He plays it down low for Rope Hintz. Hintz to Pavelski, now to Ben. They're losing some room here behind the Sabres net. Power gets the puck back, and they'll fire this one all the way down the ice, right on goal, right on Ottinger, so he'll leave it there for Heiskanen. Okie speed merchant, yes. That's what he's known for at this stage in his career, absolutely. Well, there's a nice strip there of the puck right at center ice by the Sabres penalty killers. That was Alex Tuck with the active stick there. But the Stars keep control of it here. There's Mason Marchment, drops it back to Duchesne. Now to Wyatt Johnston. They coolly play by the first line of Sabres pressures. And now it goes to Thomas Harley. Oh, he's got to go out of the zone. He pulled a Owen Power there.
Yeah, so often. Is there any way for you to pause it? You are maybe 1 second ahead of me. Maybe 1.5 seconds.
I just paused it. What are you looking at right now?
Okay, I got 55 skating around, 7-Eleven, still on him. Thomas Harley
I just
popped up.
Here, I'll pause it again because I just had the
Okay.
face off. That should be good.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Perfect.
Stars.
We are so close. This is good. Okay.
Here's Duchesne trying to walk in, toe drag. His shot was blocked. Replays it to the point for Harley. Thomas Harley to the front of the net, looking for a tip on there. Mason Marchment was the guy at the back post. Now to Duchesne, scores.
Let's go.
Oh my.
Oh,
the
boy.
Sabres were caught running around, and there is yet another game where the Sabres give up the first goal. Woo!
Some things never change. Again, Matt Duchesne, very talented player. You cannot be giving him that shot. It is a power play. I understand. But again, Power and Greenway get stuck behind their own net, and the puck just pops out. Erik Johnson does his typical little dive to try to stop it. Does not happen. And UPL doesn't even look like he saw that one as it went through the net.
Yeah, I don't know how much Luukkonen could have done on that one, but that was a really disorganized penalty kill there from Buffalo. Not a great start here to a 4-game homestand. All right, so we got puck drop again at center ice here. The Stars trying to come back into it, but they cross the Sabre zone offsides. Well, that's Matt Duchesne, the veteran there. I'm so glad that the Sabres have reminded me why I stopped paying attention for a solid 2 weeks. Even before the All-Star
again,
break.
Dallas has been great this year. They're a very talented team, but again, it's anyone's game here. Both teams fresh off that break, so both teams should be not only a little rusty, but fresh at the same time. You'll see, this game should be a little bit sloppy to start, and that's kind of what we've seen. Just kind of pucks going out of play, and we'll see if that kind of reins itself in. But Ottinger saves that one from a mid-ice shot, and we will have a face-off in the Stars' end.
Yep. And I'm really glad that this season the Sabres have taken a lot of steps forward, right? They got the fans back into the arena in droves, and it's nice to see that we are not currently being invaded by, of all fan bases, the Stars fan base.
Yep, every Dallas Stars fan in the 250-mile radius is at this game, and that's about it. It looks like.
I really, when will this team ever be good? I feel bad for Jeff Skinner, He's played 900-something NHL games, and not one of them has been a playoff appearance. Not a single time. He's been in the league for like 12 years now, so poor guy.
That's crazy, too. I mean, he was with Carolina when they were, struggling and starting to get on the upside, and came here just in time to miss their playoff.
Here's Poso with a long-range wristers. Blocker stopped by Ottinger. Thompson now off the boards. Takes another quick shot towards the net. Again, stopped by Ottinger. Puck goes behind the net here. And the Stars will get it out of the zone to center ice, but not much farther here. Skinner retrieves it, has it, circles around, right around the Sabres mid-ice logo there, before he eventually drops it back for Henri Jokiharju, who's actually, despite some of the criticism thrown his way this season, I think this has probably been his most consistent season as a Buffalo Sabre. Oh my, that's so obviously offsides.
Oh,
Jeez.
yeah, tuck way offsides there. Yeah, I mean, Henri Jokiharju started off really good with the Sabres this year. I thought, it was definitely going to be his best season. Then he cooled off a little bit, but the entire decor has been so bad that I think Jokiharju's he hasn't stood out as a horrible player just because everyone else has just been so bad. So definitely a solid year for him, all things considered. But I think the biggest problem with the Sabres this season is they're almost valuing puck possession over chances. Like how many times have we seen them have an opportunity to do something and then they'll cycle back to change and then they just dump and chase? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, exactly. And it probably also doesn't help that they've had a lot of inconsistent injuries. But here's Cousins. Maybe an opportunity, goes for the shot far post, but I think he missed the net. Got hauled down 2 in the process. I wonder if there's going to be a whistle coming from that. Or a penalty, excuse me. I don't know. I saw
it doesn't look like it.
No, it doesn't. Kind of thought he got hauled down there, but
yeah, kind of just got pushed down there at the end. Should be.
It was a good opportunity.
Should just be an offensive zone face-off here for the Sabres.
That's what kills me. Jack Quinn comes back, right? And he's playing really good. That line is playing really good. And then he suffers that injury in the final game of the first half of the season. And now he's out for basically the rest of it. That line, Cousins, Quinn, Peterka, they were together again. They were healthy again. And we're not going to see it again. A whole season of not being able to see those 3 together.
Absolutely brutal. And you got to feel for Jack Quinn, a guy who just got back from injury too, having that Achilles injury in the offseason. And now he's going to be out pretty much the rest of the season.
Yep.
We'll see what the Sabres can do without him. Zach Benson's going to be the fill-in for the time being on that line.
Yeah, they're probably, knowing Don Granato's only going to play him for 8 minutes a night, so.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's not great. But they're gonna go to a commercial break here, TV timeout there. So Matt Duchene, the only goal so far. Sabres though outshooting the Stars 5-2 at the moment. The Stars haven't really been able to set up in the Sabres zone. But again, it's the same recurring issues here for Buffalo. Defensive breakdowns, lack of defensive discipline, and that one wasn't on the goalie. I know goaltending's been really inconsistent this year outside of UPO, who has been the surprise of the season. But it just, again, you talk about, you shouldn't have to resort to desperation defense every single time you have to play defense, yet that's what Erik Johnson seems to always be doing.
Yeah, again, just bringing guys in like Erik Johnson, Connor Clifton, just absolutely hindered any chance at the Sabres taking a step forward this year. I think they've both been bigger disappointments than we both thought. I know at the time during our free agency stream, we were kind of on the fence with both of them. Not excited that Erik Johnson was so old. Hopeful that Connor Clifton was going to be better than he has been. Hopeful that he was maybe going to be a spark. Maybe get a pair well with Power or something. But again, Kevin Adams promised to get a defenseman for Power, still did not. I mean, you watch other teams around you get better, and the Sabres just make no moves. And they, again, how many times do we got to say it? They relied on guys already having above and beyond seasons to go even higher and even more, exceptional seasons than they did last year, and that's just not going to happen. I mean, what can you ask of Tage Thompson? There's no way he's having a better year than last year. And you go down the list, and you could say the same thing about each guy. They're probably not going to have that good of a year this year. So you got to bring in some help, or you got to bring in some defense or some goaltending. He does nothing, does absolutely nothing, and the team, nobody's really stepped up this year. You could say Peterka maybe, but it's just been disappointing all around.
Oh, there's a quick opportunity. The Stars trying to break through to the front of the net. Good defensive break up there for the Sabres. And now they can come back with 3 to center. Cousins off the wall, takes the shot. I think that went off the bar. And now the Stars turn it over. It goes right in front. Cousins with an opportunity there. Backhander by Peterka just goes wide. Now Cousins off the shoulder there. Oh, this line is buzzing right now. They are absolutely peppering. Now a one-timer on goal. Ottinger saves that one too. And the Stars clear. How do you feel about the talk of Gensel coming to Buffalo? Is that really a rumor? I have not heard that one. I'm not a fan of it, though. I I know we were just saying we need more stars, right? But Gensel is going to be 30 years old next year.
Yeah. Somehow you ended up 3 seconds ahead again. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah. Oh, there's Cousins with a correct opportunity to the front of the net. Eric Robinson going back. I don't know how Ottinger saved either one of those, but he did.
Oh, my.
I gotta pause it again here. I don't know.
Yeah, give it like 4 seconds, probably.
Yeah, we're gonna try that. A couple of insane opportunities there for Buffalo. Ottinger coming up big. Dallas playing really sloppy at the moment. Oh man, again, Sabres just cannot finish. No puck luck this season, 0. And Peterka, fantastic opportunity, going back against the grain there with a backhander shot, and then Krebs. His easy shot should have been covered up by Ottinger there, but he let it slip away, and that gave Eric Robinson the opportunity to get a couple more whacks at it. But there was that whistle there. So Sabres lose the faceoff in the offensive zone. It goes behind the net. Jamie Benn now on the near side boards, tries to backhand this one out. He cannot. Sabres keep it in. It deflects to the near side corner, opposed to trying to get to that one. He can't. Now he's got another opportunity. Go down the wall. Go down the boards. Oh my God. He's so just unaware. And now he deflects it out of play. Okay.
I'd go two more seconds somehow.
2 more
Two more seconds.
This is the first time I think I've ever been ahead of you.
I know.
One of the first times.
Usually it's like way off. It's so close we can easily fix it. It's just somehow, some way it keeps getting further.
Yeah, so hopefully that's better.
The 50-50 is $9,000 tonight.
Cal, we can still win it, bro. We can still get it.
Good.
What are the odds that we both win it? Okay. All right.
Yeah, we could buy it out.
Yeah, there was a quick face-off win there by the Sabres. Jokier, who took a slapper from the point right into the gut of Ottinger there. So we will do that all over again. Is Bryson playing tonight? 7. He's electric. Jacob Bryson is our best defenseman. But here's Dahlin. Another face-off win. Takes the shot right into the glove of Ottinger. Tuck was standing right in front of him, too, there. So the Sabres now are leading the shot count 12-2.
That's been the theme so far this year. I mean, they usually outshoot teams at least early, but they can't get any pressure. And you bring up Jacob Bryson. I believe the Sabres are still undefeated with Jacob Bryson in the lineup, which shockingly enough is true.
That's insane. But here comes Dahlin backhanding this one. It actually goes through a couple players, all the way through actually, right to Ottinger, and he's going to hold on with the glove and get another whistle there. So a lot of stop and starts here in the last couple of minutes, folks. 14 people in the chat. Of course, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I'm counting on you guys. Yeah. Cal, am I synced up with you now? Are we good?
Yeah, you're pretty good. Pretty good.
All right. Let's go. Let's go. Cousins can't win the faceoff here in the offensive zone. Dallas, though, is going to launch down the ice, and this is going to go for an icing. Oh, my gosh. Dallas do not look prepared for this game here tonight, yet they still have a 1-0 lead.
And the guy behind the Dallas bench has a turd burger jersey on. The theme of the night.
Should I get one? Should that be the next jersey that I go out and get?
That's the next goal, yeah.
Yeah, get a turd burger jersey. Every time the Sabres piss me off, I gotta... Oh my God, the Stars just launched it out of the zone. Niels Lundqvist. The Sabres looking around maybe for a delay of game there, but I think the refs are just going to say that it deflected out of play. But this is the most stop-start hockey game I think we've seen.
Yeah, I think that plays well with the Sabres, right? I think, usually stop and start bids well for the less talented team on the ice, but...
Whoa, are you saying the Sabres aren't talented? Are you kidding me, Cal? That's blasphemous.
I just said, they're a little less talented than the Dallas Stars.
Good. That's a good politician answer right there. But Sabres, again, keeping some pressure here. Cousins drops it back. Quick shot to Peterka. Had it stopped by Ottinger. Now the rebound goes behind the net. Lindell turns it over. Peterka centers this one. Cousins immediately drops it back. Quick play there by the Sabres. The defenseman exchange plays on the blue line. 2 dropbacks. Another shot right into the glove of Ottinger, but he couldn't control it again. Power found himself going to the front of the net again. And the Sabres, this line, they are just killing the Stars at the moment here. The second crazy opportunities. Now there's another shot to the front. Benson, opportunity, couldn't get a clean swipe on it. Now Duchesne takes it back for the Stars, and they can get it out of the zone. Sagan knocks it down a further couple feet down the ice to relieve some of that pressure. Now shots are 13-2 in favor of Buffalo.
I'd say Benson's doing quite fine replacing Quinn so far this game. That line definitely the best one that the Sabres have had tonight. Again, still very early.
They look like the only guys with any energy right now, okay?
Yeah.
But opportunity here for the fourth line. Turnover by the Stars right into the slot. That shot just goes over the bar. That time from Girgensons, who is a trade candidate right now for the Sabres as we near the trade deadline. Stars get this one down the ice. Rope Hintz trying to skate after that puck, but he can't get to it in time. Ryan Johnson now applying some pressure, but the Sabres get up through center, and they have some space here. Eric Robinson trying to force a pass through to the back post towards Girgensons. It didn't reach him. Now Girgensons spun around, taken down in the corner. No call coming from the referees. Now Robinson hauls his Dallas guy down. Again, no call. There's a chase behind the net. Foxa loses that one. Jokiharju now goes up ice here. Oposo drops it back to Thompson. Far side with speed. Onto the backhander. Still has it. Sends it to the front of the net. Missed everybody. Sabres, though, keep it in at the point. Connor Clifton's shot was high. Hit a guy in front. But Thompson eventually retrieves it, but cannot retain possession there for the Sabres. Now the Stars can go down the ice. But the Sabres may have some space here. Jeff Skinner in all alone. Backhander stopped by Ottinger with the glove save. He came way out to challenge that one. And the Stars desperately needed that TV timeout. Ottinger just getting peppered here. 16 shots now for the Sabres. And it's only been a half a period.
Yeah, it's about all Sabres so far, minus that power play goal from the Stars. The only thing that really matters. But yeah, you see Skinner on that half breakaway there. And that's a tough one, right? He's kind of stuck. No speed coming in. You got a couple Stars players coming fast on him, so just had to kind of switch to the backhand there and throw up kind of a meatball there. Ottinger stayed with it pretty easily, but not much Skinner could do. And yeah, the shots heavily favored Sabres right now, which it's all you could ask for right now. Again, it's been the story of the season, right? The Sabres have had no puck luck, whereas last year seemed like everything off Thompson's stick went in the back of the net. So
yeah,
unfortunately, they haven't been getting the same amount of results that they're kind of used to. But again, still 33 games left. If they play like this every single game going forward, I mean, you're going to win most of those games.
Yeah. And now the only reason why I did make that video from yesterday talking about how the Sabres can make the playoffs, if you actually look back to their record since I believe around the beginning of December, the Sabres are like 16-9. I think. So it's been a lot better than people realize, but it's just that really inconsistent start to the season. That inconsistent start to the season really has killed any momentum the Sabres could have had, because if you look at their 5-on-5 stats, Cal, they've been really good. They've been a top 10 5-on-5 team this season.
Power play's killing them. And I mean, if you go back and you look at the Sabres schedule, if you take out every game that they lost, they're actually undefeated this year. So by looking at that,
right,
there's a chance. It's always the way to go. I mean, if you take out every loss, you've never lost.
Absolutely, and that's what Don Granato's got to tell his guys. Be like, hey guys, we haven't lost. We still haven't lost. Just keep thinking like that, and you'll think everything is okay. All right, so the Stars, they right after the commercial break go down the ice and bounce one in. Right on goal. Luukkonen will hang on to that one. And that does technically count for a shot on goal there. So, Dallas, you now have 3 shots against the Buffalo Sabres. Congrats.
I feel like Luukkonen's been doing that recently, too. He's been letting an early one in, and then he kind of gets solid. But, I mean, for the most part, when Luukkonen's in net, as of recent, it looks like other teams, they're 1 for 3 on him, 1 for 4 on him, 1 for 2 on him, and you're like, oh, geez, that save percentage is like sub 700 for a lot of the game. And then all of a sudden you get to the end of the game and it's just fine, right? So
yeah, absolutely. All right, so we're back here. Here comes Jamie Benn down the near side, drops it back. Mir Heiskanen, good shot on goal, stopped by Luukkonen. Now that's, looks like he's settling in there. Coyote, yes, I am wearing the UPO jersey. Absolutely. Had to, especially when the Sabres are wearing the goat heads. Luukkonen, he's my guy now. Must win 3 in a row from time to time, definitely eliminate all fall losses. This is a great organization. The goal isn't to win games, Cal, develop. So why not play young guys on the top line instead of Poso?
Yeah.
Charlie, that logic would work. It's the only problem with it is that we can't have that. We have to play the vibes. I don't know how to describe it, but Kyle Poso desperately needs to be on the top line because he is a speed merchant. It is 2024, and yes, I'm saying that. No, I'm not crying on the inside.
Yeah, that was the logic for the last 5 years. Play the young guys, develop, and we just didn't do it. And
Nope.
last year we kind of did it, and it worked out. And all of a sudden this year, in a year where it's playoff or bust, kind of sort of where bust is looking like the option, we're not doing it. So yeah, I don't get what they're doing in Buffalo, and the fact they haven't fired anyone yet probably tells me they're going to keep Granato next year, give him one more chance. Which, again, I can go either way on that.
Yeah, but here come the Sabres going through center. That pass missed the mark there from Cousins. Now the Stars trying to stretch things back the other way. Johnson was kind of pointing around. I'm not sure what the hell he was doing on that play. Oki is just too fast. That's what I'm saying, guys. Kyle Poso is our fastest forward. It's undeniable. Just look at the metrics. Oh, you can't find him? Well, again, just it's a eyes test. Just use your eyes, and I can't bullshit anymore.
They try to hide that. They really do. I mean, I know the Sabres analytic team because they don't want people snatching Okposo in the
Right.
offseason. They want to give him another deal. So
Yeah.
you got to hide his talent.
We're gonna keep giving him 1 year contracts until his feet fall off his legs there. I don't know why that came off so awkwardly for me, but I guess I'm just getting nervous thinking about Kyle Poso leaving Buffalo. Right?
It would be a real shame.
Charlie says they'll put a statue of Okposo in front of the arena. Yes, and they'll put right next to him the amount of minutes we're playing to Peterka, Quinn, Cousins, and Zach Benson. Here come the Sabres again through the neutral zone into the Dallas Stars zone. Dallas seems to be settling down a little bit after that TV timeout. Pete DeBoer must have said something to his guys, try to get them inspired a little bit. But here they come now, far side, Hakanpää. I love that name, Yanni Hakanpää. Loses control of it to Rasmus Dahlin. Fishes it around to the near side. Connor Clifton off the boards, up and out of the zone as well to find Tuck. Tuck gets across the red line, throws this one into the Stars zone again, but the Stars quickly get out of it as the Sabres were kind of pressure or line changing there, and the dump in. They dump it in again. Andre nearly got caught outside of his own net. He finds Thomas Harley, though, one of their better defensemen this year, but an errant pass from him will be coming back for an icing.
You're going to hate me. Another 5 seconds.
Hey, Cal, I'm going to just tell you to be better, okay? I want you to be better. This in
I
no
don't
way...
understand it. It must be on the commercial breaks. It must be skipping ahead again. I don't know.
I don't know, but this is why I don't pay for MSG Plus. For this exact reason. I need to see 5 seconds sooner than you that the Sabres have lost this game. Okay? All right.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. All right, so hopefully I just paused it again. Maybe that improves it a little bit. The Sabres keeping it here at the blue line. They go down the far boards, trying to find it. Jeff Skinner, though, kind of had the puck lost in his skates there. Retrieves it again below the goal line here. Skinner trying to find some room. Dances away from a hit there from Wyatt Johnston. Gets it around to Tage Thompson. I hate the angle that the Stars broadcast team is using. They're using from the glass, the end glass here. I don't know if MSG is doing the same thing. But
yeah, we got just the traditional going on MSG.
All right, good. I'm glad MSG's actually, their production team's being good. But the Stars are going to ice this puck once again here. 6:02 remaining in the first period. Shots remain 12-4 in favor of Buffalo. So
I mean, it's been domination aside from the score, so you just gotta hope that Sabres can find the back of the net.
At least before the end of this period. But the Sabres have not had much puck luck this year. And there's another faceoff won there by the Stars. They get it around between the defensemen, up and out of the zone. Dahlin has to go back for it here. He's going to make a pass through center ice, finds Jordan Greenway, who drops it back to Casey Middlestad. Middlestad, nice pass, far side, Dahlin, robbed by Ottinger.
And went slams the puck
Jeez.
on the way down.
Oh, man. Darlene absolutely robbed there. Looks like the shot went off this knob of the stick of Ottinger. So he remains sharp here. And yep, Dallas, the Stars broadcast just showed Niagara Falls, Cal.
Oh man, lovely, lovely.
Maybe we need to start appreciating that not everyone thinks Niagara Falls is kind of lame. I don't know about you, Cal, but I've always held the belief, at least on the American side, I know the Canadian side is much better, but the American side of Niagara Falls is kind of lame and boring. Just saying.
Yeah, there's not much. I haven't been there in a while. I know the Maid of the Mist is pretty fun and stuff, but like overall, it's cool to see once, but it's not something I'd you know go to every week or every month or
Right.
even try to go there every year. Like
Mm.
once in a great while. But again, I'm sure it's like I guess you could compare it to the Grand Canyon where people who have gone there before that live right by it are like, yep, it's a hole in the ground. But again, people fly from anywhere to see it, and
I just like to say I was one of those people that flew there, and let me just tell you, the Grand Canyon way better than Niagara Falls. I went on that
okay, okay.
little
I was gonna say it's
okay,
definitely a step above Niagara Falls though, because the amount of area it covers and the wildlife and all the views
yeah.
definitely a little bit bigger than Niagara Falls, but
Well, I'm just saying here. I saw a guy take a selfie right on the edge when I was at the Grand Canyon, and when he took the selfie, he like jumped into the air, and he was about like 2 inches away from the Grand Canyon. And I'm not saying that people are stupid sometimes, but some people at some times in certain situations kind of make poor decisions.
I'll never get over those people that they'll stand right on the edge to take the selfie. I just like
Like,
what are we doing here? Like you, you
do
could
we
you could just angle the phone up a little bit and it looks like you're in the same spot. Like you could I don't
it's
know.
like, guys, you get the same picture from 2 inches away. Just back up, please. Stop making me so nervous. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna kill
Right.
yourself here. But anyways, we've returned to play, folks. Enough Grand Canyon talk. The Sabres again have lost another faceoff. Stars trying to stretch the ice here as Sam Steele, the former Anaheim Ducks player, races into the zone there. Cannot beat out the Sabres defenseman though. They scoop this one out to center ice once again. Where Tuck is trying to put on some pressure. He does apply some on Pavelski and then forces a turnover here. Going back the other way, Dahlin going across ice, trying to look for Middlestat, but that play was broken up a long time ago. Just no speed. The Sabres need to just skate into the offensive zone with speed. Just skate with speed. Stop making this so difficult. 5 minutes to go here in the first period. Middlestat misses that pass. He's kind of been a little bit invisible here so far in this first period, waiting for a Middlestat mode moment.
uh,
Stars, again, passing their way through center ice here. Another bad pass from them, actually. And leads to Connor Clifton, trying to stretch the ice once again. Krebs trying to backhand this one in. He can't. It was blocked right at the blue line by the Stars defenseman. Now he'll get another go. He gives it to Eric Robinson. He's going to skate down the near side boards with speed. Goes behind the net. Hakanpää steals the puck from him. Sends a pass through center. Off the mark again. Stars struggling to connect on a couple of these passes in the neutral zone. And now they go into the Sabres zone offside. So, I mean, if you're a Stars fan here, you got to be extremely frustrated with how your team has played.
yeah, again, it's going to be a sloppy start to this one. Both teams coming off that All-Star break, but yeah, the Stars have not looked great. And again, aside from that goal, it's been all Sabres here. And the Sabres gotta get a goal here before the end of the first. If you could go into the end of the first tied at 1, knowing you played better, that's definitely better than knowing you've been the better team and you still haven't won, because sometimes that's the worst thing, right? Oh, we were the better team that period, but we're not winning. So,
Mm-hmm.
that really deflates everyone.
And how many times has that happened to the Sabres this year where they can say,
Oh yeah.
we've been the better team in this period, but we still have given up 2 or 3 goals or even one goal? We find
Mhm.
ourselves behind, right? It's been a recurring problem for this team, recurring problem. But here's Jokiharju. Quick shot from the point, deflected. Dahlin got himself towards the front of the net. Now they drop it back once again, near side. Paterka looking for a shot. Walks in, takes it, and it's stopped by Ottinger again. Paterka, though, he's a man with a mission here tonight. Gets to his own rebound, plays it to the far boards. Cousins there, trying to whack away at it. Benson also giving some support there along the boards. Rope Hintz tying his man up pretty decently here. But Benson gets it around to the near side corner, just outside of the reach, though, of Cousins, but Henry Okiar can get there. He is the first guy on the puck. Goes behind the net. Harley battling away with Benson. Benson to Cousins now to the point. Dali with a shot. What a stop by Ottinger. Full Eagle spread there. I don't know how he's doing all of this. And Peterka hunches over.
Save there. Probably got like his blocker on that one and went out of play. But man, a couple chances there, and that line has been great. Peterka, Cousins, and Benson all game long so far.
When are they going to score? They are going to score. I can guarantee that, folks. Just looking at this point-blank Ottinger save. The Leprechaun goalie is really damn good. I think he's not a leprechaun. He's an otter. He's an otter.
Yeah.
Sabres lose that face-off once again. Stars just having a really difficult time getting this puck out of the zone. But Hakanpää finally has some space, settles this one down. His pass to the blue line misses his mark again. How many times am I going to say this, Cal? Missing the mark. Mark. What happened to Mark?
Yeah, I mean, they just don't look like a good team right now.
Did you take away Mark? And now the Stars turn it over again here. With speed, Johnson takes the shot looking far corner. Just missed that. He just missed that. I think Ottinger again got a piece of this one. But the Sabres have to regroup. Again at center ice here, Ryan Johnson still looking for his first career NHL goal. He's played well, and he's found Connor Clifton with space and speed. He takes the slapper. That again is stopped by Ottinger and deflects out of play.
That was the most stereotypical Connor Clifton play. He's, a bunch of space, just that slap shot. He missed the net out of play.
Yeah, he was like, I don't have the speed for this. I'm an old man here. But, look at this rush here by Ryan Johnson just taking it himself. And I think actually he did miss the net there. Maybe Ottinger did get a blocker on it. I couldn't tell from that initial angle. But the Sabres lose this faceoff, but keep it alive here in the zone. Connor Clifton to the side of the net, trying to throw this one out in front. It misses everyone. Power now has to... Somehow he kept this one in the zone. I can't believe it. Owen Power made a great play at the blue line. He leaves it for Connor Clifton. He gets thrown down to the ice dangerously. I saw his head snap back there. Hopefully he's okay. The Stars have their pockets stripped again. Here's Casey Middlestat off the board, spinning once, now spinning twice. Still can't find any space to get a pass out front. Now he just plays it dangerously to the point where it's taken away there. Now the Stars have some space going the other way. Down the near side. It's Radek Faksa. Drops it for Evgeny Dadonov. Far side. Oh, they almost scored. They tipped it out in front. That tip goes just wide, though. That would have been so Sabres. Now there's a pass that goes all the way through the high slot there. Nobody for the Stars. No defenseman was there. And now the Sabres nearly turned it over. What the hell was Dahlin doing? And now that's a bad pass. Ice.
I find it hilarious that the Stars have a 7-Eleven decal on their helmets. Out of all the partnerships, 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven, bro. This is the good one. At least they can diversify their sponsorships. Do the Sabres have... We have KeyBank Center on our helmets, right? KeyBank?
Yeah, do they have Kaleida Health or something now too? Had something?
I don't know. I'm not sure, but Dallas, this broadcast just threw up a graphic here. Stars are winning the faceoff battle 22-8. And they've won another one here. Front of the net, tipped! Oh, and it's stopped by Luukkonen. He's shut the 5-hole down to make a really big stop here for Buffalo with 1:10 to go.
Yeah, Tyler Seguin with the tip there in front of the net, and that one almost found the back of the net, but yeah, Luukkonen, like you said, closed the 5-hole. Hung on to that one, which is, a massive save. And again, if the Sabres escape this period down 1-0, I say escape because just, the way things have gone this season, but they've been the better team, so at least we know that going forward.
Yeah, but you'd expect the Stars to have a big response here in the second, as the Sabres have actually won a faceoff there. They lift this one out to center ice, but the Stars are coming right back again with speed. Duchesne to the outside, now to the front, to Heiskanen with a one-timer. Stopped by Luukkonen. He went right to the armpit of him, and he, again, squeezed it tight. 6 saves now for Luukkonen. They just gave him 7 shots against, so, Luukkonen, he's making saves.
Good to see. But again, Ottinger on the other end, just not letting anything past him, and that's the storyline right now.
Yeah. Coach's son needs more ice time. 6 minutes wasn't enough. Agreed, Charlie. Agreed. Jordan Greenway desperately needs more ice time here. There's another quick tip towards the front of the net again. Stopped by Luukkonen. Stars circling this one to the outside. Right in front, all alone. Oh, Ruppe Hintz shut down by Luukkonen. Big stop, and there the Lose ring out in Buffalo for that effort there. Sabres, after a period of domination, seem to be letting themselves go here in this final minute or so. Not good.
They're just Pat Stat and Luukkonen.
Get those high danger opportunities up. Get those ice. Greenway, most ice time of all forwards, lol, was invisible. I'm going to check the box score at the intermission, and I swear, Jordan Greenway had the most ice time in that first period. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. But here comes, there's Greenway on the ice right here with Middlestat and, is that Cousins? Why is Cousins out there? But anyways, the Sabres get it to the front of the net. Greenway, what are you doing? Why is he throwing that to the boards? He had space. If he just took it to the backhander and used his power, because he's a power forward, he could have maybe gone to the front of the net. And now the Sabres turn it over, right alone in front. Mason Marchment had an opportunity, but Power made up for his ills there. Stars, get it to the near side. Just don't give up a goal here. 1 second. Okay, we're done. We're done. No more. Thank you very much. No more. Let's not do that anymore. Owen Power, you can stop doing that. Yeah.
What an exciting first period back. A lot of chances for the Sabres, but again, still no lead for the Sabres. And
nope.
I can definitely see this being a win, but the Sabres just gotta find some luck with the shots. Gotta get one past Ottinger to start. That's the goal.
They got to get some belief, right? A lot of times they run into these goalies and they go, "Oh, well, we can't do this. I can't do this anymore. This is too difficult for us." But it's like, no, guys, don't say that about yourselves. You got this. Go on, get it. Go get the win. You got it.
I guarantee that's what Don Granato is saying right now. He's just stereotypical pep talk in the locker room.
Oh God. Yeah, but here we go. Let's look at the top ice times here for forwards. Jordan Greenway had the highest ice time of any forward. For the Sabres, he had 6 minutes and 33 seconds of ice time in that first period. Casey Middlestat had the second most with 6:01. Third place, that's not including defensemen. Henry Jokiharju, Owen Power, and Dahlin and Clifton all had more ice times there as defensemen. Interestingly, Eric Johnson and Ryan Johnson each have only played 3 minutes and 48 seconds this game.
Wow.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Again, the thing with forwards ice time too is it's all about matchups in the first two periods, and then the third period you can kind of switch it up. But again, they're not going to keep putting that Peterka line out against a matchup that they don't like. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but again, if that's if they pair him up against Dallas's third line, saying Dallas's third line's only out there for 5 minutes or 4 minutes in that first, that's what you're going to see out of that Peterka line. Not saying it's right or wrong, just saying what we're seeing so far.
Yeah, and interestingly, Connor Clifton has 7.5 minutes of ice time, third most by a defenseman here. So, Cal, how do you defend that one?
Yeah, you really don't. But I got to say, overall, Clifton was definitely one of the better defensemen out there. We saw classic Owen Power there at the end of the period, just blatantly skating the puck in front of his own net, giving it away. It's just you just see the same stuff from him every night. It's some good, some bad. You just got to hope that he pulls a Dahlin and makes that flip, even though Dahlin really hasn't been that great this year.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep track with the intermission clock here on the NHL website, but it has updated, and it keeps updating in 30-second intervals, so it keeps getting smaller by 30 seconds, and now it just updated again by 15 more seconds. Now it just went back. I hate the NHL app.
It's bad.
It's not good. But Tage, 4 minutes and 45 seconds, fourth liner. Yes, he had his line had the lowest amount of ice time there in that first period. So not very good from Don Granato. I'm not really sure. I would like to see more of the fourth line. I'd like to see Krebs, Robinson out there a little bit more. And Gergensons. I'd also like to see some more of the Peterka, Cousins, and Benson line, because they really seem to be rolling. And Cal, ever since that video you made about Dylan Cousins and his regression, he seems to have gotten a little bit better, hasn't he?
He has. He must have watched it and took it personal, I guess. I don't know, right? I mean, yeah, but Dylan Cousins definitely started off pretty rough, and the whole team's just been rough this year. I mean, we can't stress that enough. But yeah, Dylan Cousins, far from the problem, but definitely one of those guys who wasn't playing as physical as he usually does. And that's when Dylan Cousins is at his best, right? When he takes
Right.
it personal, when he's playing gritty, but there's a fine line between playing like a goon, like sometimes we've seen him fight and then he got hurt this year because he's fighting, and you gotta play with that anger, but also to make that affect your offensive game in a positive manner,
Right.
not all of a sudden would be a lockdown defensive forward just because in spite of the other team. No, that like without Quinn to start the year too, it was that line really really struggled,
Mm-hmm.
and I think we've seen with Quinn coming back now he's still gone, but Benson being maturing throughout the year too. Benson, figuring out the system. I think he'll slot in pretty well, and I think we'll continue to see Dylan Cousins play good, as
Yeah.
well as JJ Paterka, who is on a goal scoring spree as of late.
Absolutely. Paterka really was lighting it up in California. Did you know the Sabres have an executive chef from PF Chang's? Cal, did you know this?
I did not. All I know is I got the Knicks game on, and Taj Gibson's getting ready to check in.
Oh yeah,
He is
Taj
back.
Gibson. Woo! Taj Gibson is back, baby. I'm so glad you told me that. I'm gonna have to pull up the Knicks game here on Stream East.
Yeah, they got a lot of injuries going into tonight, so Taj Gibson is the first one up off the
Hmm.
bench for the Sunners. So
That's great. I'm so glad. Why haven't? Where's? Oh, then there's Knicks. Did the game just start? No, it started like 20 minutes ago. Never mind. Never mind. Oops. Hey, streamies, stop doing. Oh, stop it! Stop it! Stop getting aggressive. There we go. Actually, no, it's not called Streamies, Kel. It's called something else. I don't really quite remember the name of it.
yeah,
I can.
you're watching it on your TV provider, right? Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah.
yes. I'm watching it now. I'm actually watching with YouTube TV. Subscribe now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's your boy dog. Oh, he didn't say. He said something else. Cousins was very good
Wow.
last 10 games. Check his points. Very good in first period. Yes, unfortunately, did not get any results up on the board, but I did like how his line was playing in that first period. That was a really good there. But again, the problems for the Sabres, if you look at their first period point differential, it's not good. Their second and third period differentials, some of the best in the NHL. They're both top 10 figures if you look it up. But then you look at first period, and the Sabres, I think, are like dead last or second last.
Yeah, there's been a lot of
Just,
polar opposites so far for the Sabres team. I mean, again, when the Sabres have a lead going into the third, they're almost flawless going into
mm-hmm,
that. But how often does that happen? Not very
right.
often, right? So that's your issue. Again, special teams have been atrocious this year, and the fact that they haven't even tried to change anything really with them, you're definitely missing a personnel on that first power play. I think tonight they're going in with Okposo on the first power play unit, which if the Sabres ever get a power play this game, we'll get to check that out. But again, if that's your plan, something's got to change, and
Right.
they haven't changed anything really with that power play. It's the same old, same old. Again, on the West Coast trip before the All Star break, it did look better. It did look a little bit better. It looked like they kind of really honed in on pass, and then shoot. Get that shot off, get that shot off, get that shot off. Because that again, you can't score if you don't shoot on the power play. And we've seen countless Sabres power plays where they cycle it super slowly, then it gets cleared, then they do that stupid drop back pass, and all of a sudden you got 2-on-1 back the other way. It's a mess. So as long as they're shooting on the power play, that's how you get going, and it builds confidence.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm saying Taj is only 38 years old, Cal. Only 38.
Yeah,
So
only,
he's
only.
he's a sprite young guy. I mean, do you think he's got a lot of potential here for the Knicks?
Oh yeah, I'm a big Taj guy. Again,
Hmm. Yep.
once Mitchell Robinson gets back, and I hate to say it, once Sims gets healthy and all that, he'll probably be the first one cut again. Which I mean, it just makes sense. But it's good having him as a second stint with the Knicks already this season. So yeah, good old Taj Gibson.
Yeah. I don't know. When's the NBA trade deadline? Because I know that the Knicks are looking at getting maybe Clarkson. I want Alec Burks back. I don't know about you, but I'd
Yeah,
love to see Alec Burks.
I
No
wouldn't
joke.
mind that.
No
Yeah,
joke.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of options. I know they want Quentin Grimes potentially gone if it's an upgrade. Uh, and I think it's coming up in like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, because again, compared to the NHL, the NBA is a little bit behind. Their All-Star break is still coming up in the next couple of weeks, and
Right.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw, but Taj Gibson for three. Oh, I missed.
Hey Cal, can you pause your clock? Because I'm 35 seconds behind you. Could you just wait?
35.
Could you just? It's
What's
really
your
no, it's really close. Believe me, I promise. It's really close. It's only
what's your time at? What's your time at?
I'm still in commercial break. Oh no, Ben Stiller is still talking to my screen right now. Don't worry, we're
Gotcha.
getting
Okay.
back there. Just wait on.
No spoilers from here on out.
No,
But yeah, I
yeah.
mean, the NBA is definitely fun. I don't know if you saw, but Jacob Toppin, Obi Toppin's brother, who's on the Knicks right now in
hmm
the G League, will be in the dunk contest.
Yeah, I was so confused too because I saw Toppin Knicks on the little like sheet thing there, and I was like,
Hmm.
Obi's not here anymore. I know Kale would have definitely said something because Obi was your guy, right? Obi,
Yeah.
you loved Obi Toppin.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Still got the jersey, but yeah, I mean, they got his brother now, and yeah, that's the new thing with the dunk contest. I think I like it. That they're doing kind of two G League guys, two NBA guys. They just try to get the best dunkers.
mhm.
The dunk contest has kind of been bad the last 2 years, I gotta say. Jericho Sims looked horrible last year. That was an embarrassment.
I remember.
Obi Toppin winning it the year before was any other year he probably comes in dead last. There's those dunks were pretty bad, but it was bad. Um, so hopefully this year, I know they got Mac McClung back in it, which should be good. Another G League guy, Jalen Brown from the Celtics, who interesting choice. We'll see what he's got. And then, yeah, Jacob Toppin.
Well, the thing too with the Knicks and their whole situation, I mean, I'm just this kind of going off of the NBA All Star stuff because the dunk contest is really the only thing I do watch. If I
Yeah.
do watch the All Star game at all, which is very unlikely. Uh, I'm just wondering how the Knicks. I'm kind of concerned that they've peaked. I'm really scared that they've kind of peaked here in January, going on that 9 game win streak. Um,
Yeah,
I'm
the good
glad.
news is, Brunson's still playing good, and they don't have Randall right now, too. So,
hmm
they're going to get Mitchell Robinson and Randall back at the end of the year. And again, I do think they make one more trade at the deadline. I think it's pretty substantial, at least a starter. I don't think they go out and get a star player like a Donovan Mitchell or something like that, but I definitely think they get a quality starter. They probably package Quentin Grimes, for a clear upgrade. I think that's what they want to do, and I think they'll find a suitor.
Remember when the strategy was to develop these young guys, and now we just get rid of IQ and get rid of RJ, and
Yeah,
now get rid of Grimes, and like
yeah.
I'm kind of glad they finally. This is what the Sabres should be doing. Look at this. Look at this. Look what
Is
happened to
that
the
Derrick
Knicks.
Rose? Derrick Rose is playing with the Grizzlies tonight? What the heck? I forgot about that.
Hell yeah.
This is stats
Number
information.
23, the GOAT, Derrick Rose. I don't know if what was that one picture? Oh wow, looks like I wonder if the Stars are coming
Oh yeah,
back
he
soon.
like doesn't play at all. So this is he played February 2nd, and other than that, he hasn't played much.
Poor
But yeah,
guy.
the Grizzlies got a lot of injuries, so
Remember
good
when
to see Derrick Rose out there.
remember when they brought in Derrick Rose to be the centerpiece?
Yeah. Oh man, what
Good
yeah,
times.
the Knicks had a quite the weird team. I mean, you had a
David
lot
Fizdale.
of weird players.
Well,
But
you had Derrick Rose and you had the GOAT Taj Gibson. That's all you need to know, doesn't it? Isn't it, Cal? Like, I mean, come on
yeah,
now. Come on. Bro, be for real.
I mean, yeah, you had like Joakim Noah.
GOAT.
That was an interesting team. I mean, you had the
David
year where they had
Fizdale.
Enos Cantor.
Oh my god. Freedom.
Yeah, Freedom. Enos
Freedom.
Freedom.
I miss Freedom. I also miss Chosen Anderson.
Yeah, yeah. What's going on with Chosen Anderson?
Where's my boy
Uh,
Chosen? I'm gonna change my name, Cal, to Chosen. Yeah.
that's crazy that you could just change your name like that.
Oh yeah, as long as you just put it in the newspaper, bro. As long as
Yeah.
you give everyone a nice little notification, be like, hey guys, yeah, my name is Chosen dot 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 now. Cal, what's your full name with the Chosen in it? And then tell me your social security number and address, please.
I'll do that off stream.
Okay, just I hope you know I may or may not be filming it with my phone. Well, and that'll be live streaming, okay? Like,
Yeah, it
yeah.
may or may not be taken down. Quickly noted.
May or may not have forgotten that you also have access to the channel. Oop. Oh yeah, I think this is perhaps my most sarcastic stream yet, Cal. This is what the
Yeah,
Sabres do to us, right? This is what they do.
yeah.
They turn us,
Yeah,
turn
these
us.
streams are always super serious to start the year. We're like, play by play, all that, and then now it's just kind of the game's in the background. We're just talking, interacting, and that is what it is. Again, the end of last year, it got pretty serious again. Never forget that Islanders goal, Hudson Fashion kicking
Oh,
it in. That was painful.
that was that. Did we string that game? I don't. I think we did.
Yep,
Yeah, we did. And
yep.
I was ranting about it. And then although that was also the night where Jacob Bryson committed like 15 counts of grand larceny.
Yeah. Horrible, absolutely horrible, but it is what it is. We're to the point now where we just gotta be thankful we still have an NHL team at this point, because I don't know how it's possible. But
Yeah. I don't know if you saw that report earlier today. It looks like Gary Bettman's going to come out and make some remarks, maybe as soon as this weekend, about the Arizona Coyotes. This comes as
interesting.
there really persistent rumors that Utah are really interested in getting a team. So is Atlanta. God, they're
Yeah.
going they're going back to Atlanta. They're going back to Atlanta, bro.
I don't know about that one, but yeah, Utah would be interesting. Again, a colder climate. It makes sense for hockey. Utah has a young ownership group with the Jazz that has taken off a little bit, so I wouldn't mind seeing hockey in Utah. I think it's done very well in Vegas and Seattle, and it's always good to grow the sport. With that being said, though, you don't want to get trigger happy, right? Because one of these expansions is going to bite you, and maybe that is Atlanta, where maybe you want to go back. It does good for a couple of years, and then you got the same issue you had with the Thrashers. So we'll
Mm-hmm.
see what happens with that. But again, if anything happens, I'm sure it's still at least 4 or 5 years away.
Well, and I'm also kind of just wondering here, are there enough good quality NHL players to have to suit up 34 teams, right?
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
you're gonna do another expansion draft potentially for Utah or Atlanta or both, and it gets also kind of complicated too, because if you want to go the expansion route, then you're really putting your foot down and saying, okay, Arizona is not getting relocated anytime soon. But if you do relocate Arizona, Utah would seem like the most logical choice. I'm sure NHL's big executive group are debating all of these options right now, because Atlanta seems really dead set on getting an arena in, I think, North Forsyth. I can't remember what the suburb is called. I have a buddy that lives down there, so he's telling me all about this stuff. He's like 20 minutes or 5 minutes from the new arena um, that they're trying to build. So it's going to be really complicated here for the NHL. And everyone, if you do expand, everyone's always going to say Quebec City, right? Quebec.
yeah,
And you know what? I love Quebec. I've been to Quebec. I've seen the arena in person. Quebec and Montreal are two of the most unique cities in North America. It's really weird because they're both built by the French. They're very European, very old, situated. They're built, or they're organized like European cities, because the French Canadians colonized that area. They settled in the area a couple hundred years ago. So it's really cool, and I'd love to see hockey back there. But I just don't
yeah.
think.
I'd love to visit there. And again, the biggest complaint with Quebec City that's always going to be is the size of the city, right? It's
Yep.
it's not a very big city. Very passionate. I'm sure they'd sell out over and over and over, because everyone that lives in that city is going to those games. But again, the market is so small that there's a reason why the Nordiques are no longer in the league. And again, once a team moves out, it's really tough to get a team back. I know Winnipeg did it, and some other teams have done it throughout
Mm-hmm.
history. But again, if you couldn't take care of a team the first time around, it's tough to get another team when there's cities like Utah that are huge opportunities for the NHL. Maybe you look at a city like Utah instead of adding another Canadian team. But
And
the NHL loves their Canadian cities too. So
well, yeah, and you've heard Gary Bettman say it before. He always says he wants to grow the game, and I'm not sure that he views moving a team back to Quebec as an opportunity to grow hockey. He knows hockey is crazy up in Quebec, and that's obvious.
yeah,
But he's probably going to be tempted by big money moves to cities like Atlanta or Utah or if you go further down the line, maybe a Houston or a Austin, or I'm just going off the top of my hat here. Maybe even Cleveland. You could see a team go back to Cleveland. Now that one seems a little less likely, but you see what I mean, though, right? As we
Yeah, the
are
goal
about.
is to get hockey in places where it currently isn't, and Quebec City definitely doesn't have that problem, right? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Quebec City definitely a big hockey market, and a lot of them are fans of the Canadians and other
Yeah.
Canadian teams.
All right, we are back underway here for the second period, ladies and gentlemen. Sabres trying to build off of what was a dominant first period, although the Stars did get some great opportunities at the end of that period. The Sabres tipped this one down the ice. Looks like it's not going to come back for an icing here. Ottinger just kind of waits everyone out behind the net before passing it off to Miro Heiskanen. Heiskanen trying to get this one up the ice. It goes all the way to Dahlin. He first fans on it. Now he finally plays it across to Henry Jokiharju, who will find some space trying to go up ice. He does that. Skinner across the ice. Oh, nearly found his man. But the Sabres just had to go off his stick. The Sabres player. Now here's Dahlin. Quick shot to the front of the net. Stopped by Ottinger. Dahlin gets his own rebound. Keeps it in at the blue line as well. Sabres play it to the far side. Here's Jokiharju. Faked the one-timer. Holds. Now finds Thompson on the near side ice. Part of the ice. His shot goes wide. And now the Stars may have a 2-on-1 going the other way. Skinner, he's dead tired. But an errant pass there from the Stars leads to...
Super dumb.
Yeah, really dumb there by the Stars to play that one back. Tuck trying to go the other way, but he fell. The Stars, again, tip this one down the ice. This one is going to come back for an icing.
Yeah, they switched the lines up, right? Back to your normal, regularly scheduled first line there, Thompson, Tuck, and Skinner.
Mm-hmm. And they did some good work. Skinner almost found... Who was that? I can't tell. Was that Cousins on the... Or Tuck. That was Tuck on the far side.
Yeah, they Tuck, yeah. Kind of kicked it, but yeah. Showing Matty Ellis, love to see it.
I wonder what he said in between periods.
Yeah, probably something along the line of, I gotta keep playing our game, get shots to the net, make some saves.
Oh, that should be a... Ryan Johnson just got high sticked. I do not see a
Yeah.
ref with his arm up in the air. Nope, no penalty. Oh, yeah, no, not oh my God. That was clear as day. How did the referee not see that? How did he not see that, Cal? Not that we'd score with a power play, but still. No, there's a long-range shot that goes to the front of the net. Stopped by Luukkonen again.
A good save there from UPL. Hopefully get settled in pretty quickly here in the second period because, again, as we mentioned, once he gets settled in, it seems like he's a good goalie, but he has struggled in the beginning of periods and sometimes towards the end of games, although that hasn't been an issue as of late.
He also struggles when Erik Johnson is on the ice.
Yeah, I sense a direct correlation.
Here's the Sabres. They win that defensive zone faceoff. Power goes across ice, trying to get their way up the ice, but that pass intended for J.J. Peterka is off the mark, and now the Stars will throw right back into the zone here. Clifton goes behind the net, beats out his man, Sam Steele, to the puck. Sabres again lift this one to center ice. Maybe a bouncing puck opportunity there for Cousins. He had some space if he could have just gotten to it. He cannot. Tuck now with it. Leaves it back there for Cousins. Cousins kept it in for a moment right at that blue line. Not anymore. Now they're trying to get some space going through the zone. Tuck with a long-range shot. That misses just wide of Ottinger. And now the Stars can go through center again with some speed and some space. Ben out wide to the front of the net. That went off the crossbar from Joe Pavelski. It slid all the way through. I think Luukkonen was also kind of surprised that Pavelski found that puck. Maybe Pavelski too was surprised. But in the end, no goal there for the Dallas Stars. It went right off the top of the crossbar, and we continue on. Heiskanen to Dadonov, out wide. Shot! That goes up and wide over the glove side of Luukkonen. Now Krebs trying to find Robinson there. He throws this one into the Star zone, but that one is going to come back for an icing. No!
Oof. Yeah, I mean, what a chance from Pavelski on that. I mean, I don't know how that pass got through, and that was almost a perfect kind of trapped UPL there, kind of short-handed them, and luckily that one did not end up in the net.
And luckily, I remember when I told you pre-stream that the AC unit for my apartment complex blew up today.
Yeah,
it just dropped like 20 degrees in my apartment here, so this is gonna be a fun night.
Oh my God.
I'm so glad I pay like $700 a month for rent.
Wonderful.
Absolutely splendid, sir. Splendid. All right, Sabres again have it at center ice. Heiskanen, though, strips it. Stars trying to go up the far side now. Now they find a guy on the near side here. That was Craig Smith, the veteran. Plays it behind the net looking for Tyler Seguin. Seguin just drags down a defenseman. The referee's like, nah, I don't see nothing.
No call.
No call. Here's Duchesne. Drops it to the point for Heiskanen. Out wide. Back to Heiskanen. One-timer deflects up and out of play. I'm going to go check on this cold. Maybe the door's open or something. This is really weird.
Well, Don goes to check on the AC. I'll take over from here for a little bit. Yeah, they're showing Joe Pavelski on the MSG broadcast. Pretty darn good career for a U.S.-born player. Only behind a couple guys like Keith Tkachuk, Modano, and Patrick Kane.
Nope, it's just 50 degrees in here. Casually being 50. That's fun. All right.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's fun. All right, defensive zone faceoff. One there by the Stars. They send a shot wide of the net. Greenway trying to get this one up. He gets it up and out of the zone there. The lid offsides here against the Stars, so they're going to have to exit before they can come back in here. Middlestead now trying to find some space and speed on the near side. He does. He's got an angle. Didn't have the shot, though. Gets careened into the boards there in the corner. Not too hard, though. Not horrible. Now there's going to be a call coming up here against the Stars for a hook. The Sabres, though, get it to the far side. Now it's Tuck. In the middle of the ice, takes the shot. That deflects just wide, and now the Stars touch up on this one. That's going to bring up a power play here for Buffalo. Let's see what the Sabres have learned in terms of power play concepts over this week and a half break, okay?
I'm sure they've been rigorously working on the power play. I'm sure. I mean, we're going to be shocked to see what advancements they've made on this thing.
Rope Hintz going to the box, 2 minutes for a hook there. So the Sabres are going to get some time here on the power play. 2 minutes, 15:21 to go in the second period. Sabres win the faceoff to Thompson. Now to Dahlin. Takes a quick one-timer, immediately blockered by Ottinger. Dallas gets the rebound and will fire this one down the ice. Luukkonen makes sure you don't lose that puck there, buddy. Here's Dahlin. Drops it back. Okay. To Thompson. Now out wide. To Cousins. Finds Skinner. Skinner across, down the boards. Loses control of the puck. And the Stars get it out of the zone. Thank you, Jeff Skinner.
Yeah, I feel like Skinner's really been a bummer on this power play, too. I mean, everyone has, but, like, Skinner's always trying to force stuff on the power play.
Here's Thompson again trying to go up by his... Why is Kyle Okposo on the power play? Why is Kyle Okposo on the power play? He gets it to Cousins. He fights his way to get that puck to the point. But the Sabres immediately turn it over again. And it goes out of the zone here. Luukkonen pass off the boards. Finds Thompson going up ice. Thompson, he's got some space. Drops it. Peterka, shot, stop. Rebound in front to Thompson. How did he get stopped there by Ottinger again? Dahlin across, one-timer again. Saved by Ottinger. Thompson trying to force this one to the point. He does. Dahlin has it. Thompson scores! TNT explodes that puck there. Beats Ottinger to tie the game up at 1.
Massive goal, a vintage Dave Thompson slacker from there. And hey, I gotta say, the power play 1-for-1 after the All-Star break. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah,
that was a good power play too. I mean, right off the bat, see, they established a shot with Dahlin, and they struggled a little bit, but Thompson doing it all there. Giving JJ Peterka a chance, Dahlin had a chance, and then Thompson putting the puck in the net with a vintage slap shot. That's what the power play is supposed to look like. So Thompson's, I believe, 15th of the year, as they show on the MSG feed here. And all of a sudden, we got a tie game.
Yeah, we absolutely do. Big goal there for Thompson. Big goal for the Sabres. Ties this game up at 1. And it's very much deserved. And Sabres immediately looking for some more offense here right off that faceoff. The Peterka line out here for the Sabres, but the Stars quickly get it out of the zone. Power forced into his own zone because of Tyler Seguin, and that was nearly an errant pass. I could have sprung a rush the other way, but The Sabres get out of that one unscathed here. Ryan Suter, trying to get this one. He lifts this out of the corner, gets it to the far side, but that play is broken up there before it could get through to Duchesne on the far wing. Marchment trying to force one through. Now the Sabres may have some room. The other way, quick shot on goal. Cousins had it stopped there by the arm of Ottinger. Another clear-cut semi-breakaway opportunity there for the Sabres, but Cousins could not bury it. But it doesn't matter, though. Tage Thompson has tied the game up. MSG is going to a TV timeout here, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1-1. Finally, the Sabres scored.
Massive goal. And, I mean, it's, again, I think the Sabres have been the better team this game overall. There has been some areas where the Stars have established some pressure, but overall the Sabres have definitely had more chances, more shots, and deserve to be in this game, and they are. Tie game. And, we'll see what happens. Do you know who got the assist on that one?
Looks like it was Dahlin and Skinner.
Okay.
Yep, Dahlin and Skinner with the assists on that Tage Thompson goal. But
to see.
Dylan Cousins, that was another opportunity there for him, but he has just been rolling here in tonight's game so far.
Yeah, he really has. That line has looked great. Him, JJ Peterka, Zach Benson, all have had quality chances. Zach Benson with, I'd say, the fewest chances out of those three, but he still had a couple good chances. Even if it wasn't, a high-danger shot, he's still been in the right place at the right time. And that line's just been doing great so far. And, you gotta hope that line can really carry the Sabres going forward here because, again, 33 games left. There's still time to make a push, but if you're going to do it, it has to start now, and you have to go on a win streak. Again, the Sabres are carrying a 2-game win streak coming into this game, too. A lot of people forgetting about that West Coast trip. So they win tonight, 3 in a row, almost unheard of for the Sabres. So we'll see what happens tonight, but, again, long way to go. But they're the better team right now, and they have a tie. So We'll see if they can get the next one and get their first lead of the game.
Yeah, and they've really been pushing here for the better part of a period, and now 7 minutes into this second period. Dallas just, again, hasn't really turned up tonight, and it's kind of confusing. They are one of the best teams in the NHL. They are fighting for that first place spot in the Central Division, going at it with the Winnipeg Jets there, and this is a big game for the Dallas Stars. This has to be a win for them.
Yeah, you bring up the Winnipeg Jets, and a team much like the Sabres that have had attendance issues, which is kind of shocking. So, they've been a very good team this year. They've been up towards the top of the standings in the West. So,
yeah, they absolutely have. Here's Krebs trying to force a pass through the middle of the ice, but it looks like the Sabres were offsides. Sabres are currently outshooting the Stars 22-9. So that's been pretty bad. And there's Evgeny Dadonov. He just took out Jamie Benn, his own teammate. Some friendly fire there behind the net. Ben grabbing his face as he goes off the ice. Have to take a look at that one. He's hunched over there right now, so he hasn't left for the locker room yet. But here are the Sabres again trying to bounce on this puck. They are just dogs here. Unfortunately, that went offsides.
Cal, it looked like we had offsides there, and
Cal had a burst of wind in the.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. We had a spam call. Spam risk called me, so I had to decline that. But
okay. Yeah. There you go, Cal. All right. Which hopefully he stops spazzing out on his screen there. It's kind of he's kind of glitching out. So hopefully that's just my.
Should internet. Be good. We should be good now.
Yeah, he's starting to get back. You're starting crystal clear back. Cal, was Jaden trying to call you, or do you really have Jaden as your spam? Do you follow Jaden under spam?
It said spam risk. I don't know. I'm not gonna comment who that is, but it did say spam risk, and it was a number that I did not know. So
is it Ralph Kruger?
Maybe it might have been. I should have answered it and talked to the stream, but I don't know. I don't think it would have been. I don't think they would have been able to hear it through my headset. But maybe next time I get a spam call during a stream, I will answer it.
You're gonna have
see
to.
What happens.
Cal, you're gonna have to. But here's Dahlin leading the rush, going around behind the net, throws this one to the side of the net. Jordan Greenway had his stick tied up there. It goes to the point now for Jokiharju. Across, Dahlin one-timer that hit a man in front. Greenway falls down. He gets back up though. Sabres again working this one around the zone. Greenway, some strong play here, tying up a couple guys behind the net. Finds middle set, high slot, shot right past the glove of Ottinger and wide. Sabres really killing the Stars here as they circle the puck through the zone. Peter DeBoer's got to be frustrated. But now, makeshift breakaway for the Stars. But it was missed there. Off the stick of Jason Robertson. Hadn't mentioned his name all that much here tonight. Got in behind the defenseman there. And nearly, against the grain, had a breakaway goal. But here's Middlestat.
A great chance there.
At the corner here. Gets taken out by Hakanpää. Hakanpää now goes up the steal. Finds Wyatt Johnston. He's going to throw this one into the Sabres zone. Goes to the near side corner. Big stick swing there by the Sabres player. Not sure who. Could have been a horrible high sticking, but now the Stars have some space. A 3-on-2 here into the zone. There's a shot. Blocked and scored. Somehow that bounced off the pants of Owen Power. Past Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. And I really want to see a replay of this one. Radek Faksa, the fourth liner.
Unfortunate.
That goes in for the Stars. Oh boy, that may have been kicked in.
Let's take a look here.
There's the initial shot here. Luukkonen cannot gather it. Goes to the front of the net, and Sam Steele's going to get credit for the goal.
Just right off his skate. No kicking motion, though. So, yeah, that'll be a good goal.
Yeah, right off the back of the skate there of Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. So, on their 11th shot, Sabres give up another goal here. But now it's Benson right off the jump, trying to go into the Stars zone. Files it behind the net. Ryan Johnson, Benson in front. He got robbed. Got the pass from Ryan Johnson, but got robbed. Cousins now keeping it in at the blue line. Finds Erik Johnson on the far side. Now Benson trying to dive for this pass, but he can't get there. Sabres, though, keep it alive in the offensive zone. Johnson to Cousins. Now to Johnson. Takes the shot. Stopped by Ottinger. God, the Sabres do not deserve to be losing this game. There is no conceivable way where the Sabres are losing, and now it's a 2-on-1. Heiskanen across! Good defensive play there by Dahlin to break that one up. Now the Sabres, 4-on-2 the other way. Peterka drops it back. Dahlin, one-timer. Rebound sits in front. Ottinger made a couple of saves again. I'm not sure how we're doing this. How is this happening? Dadonov, the other way now. 2-on-1. Shot! Stopped by Luukkonen. Jesus.
Wow.
Back and forth play there from both teams.
Whew. And the way Luukkonen made that save, too, it looked like it got by him, didn't it? He looked back a little bit. Everyone kind of stopped, but we'll go to commercial now.
Very eventful couple of minutes there for both teams. As the Sabres, again, really pushing, but for some reason, they can't it won't go in. I can't explain it in scientific terms. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, thank you, Real Deal. I appreciate that. Appreciate the comment about the hat. I've had this hat forever. I don't think I ever go anywhere without it. This is my go-to hat. But yeah, the Sabres, I'm not sure how this game isn't tied up, and I'm not sure how the Sabres are even losing this hockey game. Just like you said in the chat, mistake there by Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Shot went right off the back of his skate.
Yeah, that's tough. He was not covering the post there. He let the puck get right up in front, and unfortunately took the worst possible bounce for the Sabres. But again, you're still in this game. You're still out shooting the Stars. So just got to keep putting the pressure on and hope you get another one by Ottinger, preferably sooner than later.
Mm-hmm. Pierre LeBrun on Erik Johnson, one of the NHL insiders, folks. I just saw this tweet come across. Obviously, there's a chance he gets dealt, but the Sabres haven't committed to that just yet.
Why? What is the upside of keeping him? He's on a 1-year deal.
The Sabres want to have a conversation with Erik Johnson. They want to have a conversation with his agent Pat Brisson before deciding where they go. What? Huh?
I mean, last I checked, that this is a business, and
he has not been all that good.
Yeah, I don't understand. I mean, if you could get anything for a bad player on an expiring deal, it's definitely worth it. So, and he's blocking Ryan Johnson from playing every night too. So it doesn't make sense if you don't trade him. That's got to just be some gamesmanship.
Stars keeping the pressure alive here. Another missed poke check goes right to the front of the net. Luukkonen, oh my god, he came way out again. Why is he challenging that puck? Fortunately, the Stars could not convert there, but they are buzzing here on this shift. Nearly 3-1 for the Stars. At 3-1, you feel like the Sabres are maybe out of this one.
Yeah, you got to keep it within one, the way Ottinger's been playing this game.
Krebs gets it out of the zone, goes into the Star zone, but has gone in offsides. Samuelson out, so I just don't understand. Even if you I don't know, who do we have in Rochester? Please tell me. Even Jacob Bryson is better than Erik Johnson. Okay, Jacob Bryson is better.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I don't really find that to be a difficult conversation. If Erik Johnson is playing bad and is blocking roster spots, then he deserves to go. Seems pretty simple. It is pretty simple. Yet, in Kevin Adams' world, it's not. And it turns out we're going to probably trade him for a conditional 7th, right? Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Guaranteed. It's going to be the Sabres are going to make no moves, and then at the buzzer, Erik Johnson for future considerations or a 7th or something.
Hello, Mr. Future Considerations.
Yeah. We've already had him this year.
How do we keep acquiring this guy? Well, here comes the Sabres again. Jordan Greenway shoots this one. It deflects out of play. Jordan Greenway also has been kind of disappointing this season. Only 5 goals for him.
Yeah, he started off pretty hot, and definitely a pretty solid player on the penalty kill. But other than that, he really hasn't played great. And again, bringing him in, I really hope he used his size more, but he really doesn't. I mean, he's a big guy who plays like a small guy, right? He doesn't use his body, he doesn't use his physicality, he doesn't use his body to get in front of the net. He just he's out there.
Sabres win another offensive zone faceoff here. Kept in the zone by Ryan Johnson. Goes to the outside there for Skinner. Tried to one-time it. Had it blocked. Now Johnson finds a Poso. He got hooked. Now Tage Thompson gets hooked. And Dallas is going to be going to the penalty kill here. Looks like there's a holding call coming up against Miro Heiskanen.
Can they go 2 for 2? They need it.
Yeah. Of all games for the power play to go off, this would certainly be one. And this would be probably the most surprising, given, I don't know. Maybe, hey, it's a new half of the season, Cal. New power play? Smirky face? Shruggy
we will
emoji?
See.
Yeah. But Poso remains out there here as he is the Sabres' offensive catalyst this season. Yep. And the Sabres actually win the faceoff here. Cousins to the point. Dahlin drops it back for Cousins. Cousins working off the far side wall now. Sabres trying to get something set up in front. Here's Cousins holding on to the puck. Back to Dahlin at the point. Again, drops it for Cousins. Cousins trying to work his way down the wall. Now he goes back to Dahlin. Dahlin trades spots with Cousins on the far side wall. He gives it to Cousins at the point. Cousins to Dahlin. Now he walks in, takes the shot, but it deflects out of play. Has Poso been effective on the top line? No.
No, not at all. Yeah,
No.
he's not even on that top line anymore. They moved him right off that. So that's what we've seen from Granato this year too. But he makes these bold lineup changes. He's like, yeah, we're gonna shuffle them around, and then he switches them again and switches them back to what they should be when he realizes it doesn't work in the second period. So I don't get what he's trying to do.
Not really
but again,
sure
how much can you blame coaching? Every player's been a disappointment this year. But again, maybe that's just because the system's horrible this year. So that would make sense too.
Well, yeah. And that could be a real possibility. Here's Dahlin after the Stars cleared it after Sabres lost it against the wall there. Thompson goes into the zone. Skinner drops it back to Cousins. Far side. Dahlin, one-timer, stopped by Ottinger. Rebound gathered up by Thompson. He gives it cross ice to Dahlin. Dahlin hangs on now. Looking again. Cross ice. Thompson with the shot. Somehow snared up by Ottinger. 28 shots for Buffalo. 1 goal.
Oof.
1 freaking goal.
Again, just got to keep playing like this, right? Keep getting these opportunities. The puck's going to find the back of the net. So
yeah,
not what you want to see on the scoreboard if you're a Sabres fan or a player, but still a lot of game left, and you still got a minute left on this power play to try to sneak one in.
Another faceoff win here for the Sabres on the power play. Power gives it to Middlestat. Middlestat forces it up the near side to Tuck. Tuck drops it back, but his pass was very careless and intercepted and cleared down the ice by the Stars. 45 seconds to go here on this second power play opportunity for the Sabres. They are currently 1-for-1 on the night. Power drops it back, no speed. Gives it to Casey Middlestat. Middlestat trying to go far side. That looked very nearly offsides. Sabres better not score here. Greenway drops it back. Shot stopped. Rebound kicks up in front. Somehow still bouncing away there, and now the Stars can control this and get it down the ice. Luukkonen trying to quick break it here. Middlestat right around the red line, but he turns it over. 2-on-1 shorthanded for the Stars. Far side. Ooh, they missed the net. 6:17 to go here as this power play is about to expire right now. Tuck trying to force his pass through the middle of the ice, leading to another 2-on-1 rush here, going down the far side. Tuck breaks it up. He got hooked there. Now that looks like another power play for the Sabres. Cal, I think the Sabres are going back to the power play. Bruh.
Wow. Well, another opportunity.
It's like we never left. How do you give up a penalty when you're on a 2-on-1? That's pretty surprising.
That'll be Steele, the goal scorer.
According to Bleacher Report, the Sabres' top bargaining chip is forward Victor Olofsson. You know, that tells me everything I need to know about Bleacher Report.
Yeah. Victor Olofsson. Is this the year he finally gets traded? I mean,
how many years in a row?
I feel like every time you trade him, his value just keeps going down more and more. So it's just like,
yeah, just
they don't want to do it because they're like, last year they probably could have got something pretty big for him, and they're like, next year we'll get something bigger. The offseason we'll get something bigger, and now he's probably worth a 6th-round pick.
Yeah. All right, Sabres again on the power play. Here's Thompson, gives it to Skinner. Skinner trying to walk into the middle of the ice on the backhander. Didn't have a shot. Drops it to Cousins. Now to Thompson. Thompson down low to Okposo. Back up top to Dahlin. Now to Thompson. Across to Cousins. His shot just hit off the glove there. Somehow didn't go in. Now Dahlin can't control it at the blue line. The Stars can now clear it down the ice. $1:20 to go here on this Sabres second straight power play. Basically 4 minutes in a row worth of power play. Cousins' pass, not clean. Thompson's pass, not clean. Dahlin's pass, not clean. Thompson's pass again. Oh my gosh, this is getting crazy here. Sabres now can get some space. And Skinner's pass, forced. Stars cleared with 50 seconds. The Sabres just wasted 20 seconds trying to go through the neutral zone. I'm very happy for that these guys exist. Here's Jeff Skinner again. Gives it to Peterka. Peterka back on the ice. Nearly turned it over. Owen Power's got to step up here. Peterka now, oh my God, his turnover is proven costly as the Stars again clear it down the ice. Here's Tuck. Spinning around with 25 seconds left, nearly play that into his own net. He looks not very sure with the puck on his stick at the moment. Finds Greenway. Greenway into the Stars zone. What are you doing there, buddy? Why are you just playing it carelessly to the far side? Now there's a pinup on the boards below the goal line behind Ottinger. 9 seconds left on this power play. Sabres did nothing. Wasted 2 minutes of my life again as this power play expires. Peterka finds Greenway going through the middle of the ice, trying to get this one to the front of the net. Peterka now forcing it. It deflects all the way to the point. Dahlin to the far side. Ben nearly got that to that puck. Now Suter gets to that, and the Stars get it to the near side boards and out. Wow, Buffalo. Great stuff there.
Bad power play. That was bad.
Now that was the power play I remember. Whoa, that was nearly another power play there for the Sabres. Looks like the Stars had too many men on the ice for a second. That would have been hilarious, and that equally would have been sad that the Sabres couldn't score. But the Sabres turned it over just inside their own blue line. Stars have some men here in the zone. They get it to the middle of the ice. Heiskanen out wide. Lundell's shot blocked before it could get through to Dahlin. It looks like Jokier, who's kind of leaning over there in some discomfort after that shot block. Sabres
yeah, that one got him.
Sabres bank this one off the boards. Krebs makes a nice move walking to the middle of the ice, but his shot towards the net is blocked there by Niels Lundqvist. And we go to another TV timeout, folks. Brilliant. Brilliant there by the Sabres. Do you want to make the Sabres, let's effing go, stand up? Will the real Buffalo Sabres please stand up? Oh, wait. They already are.
Yeah, this is the Sabres. Yeah, just an absolutely brutal game so far. Just haven't gotten the puck luck, and some missed opportunities on the power play. But 1 for 3 isn't the worst. I would like to make this announcement now. We have made membership an option on this channel. You can now hit the join button next to the subscribe button. I think the cheapest one's like $1 or $2. Haven't really decided what we're gonna do with the membership, but you will get some emotes. You will get a little emoji next to your name, and if you buy the most expensive membership, you will get a free feature in a video. If you want to talk about anything that is appropriate. So if you want to make a video with us about, I don't know, say you love Owen Power and you want to make a video highlighting Owen Power and his stats, you can be on a Buffalo SportsCenter video. Again, I don't know what the price is for that one, but it is something pretty substantial. So highly doubt anyone does that one anytime soon. But if somebody wants to do that, that would be instantaneous. First things first. Whenever we are ready to do that, we will let you know, and you can come up with a video that you want to make with us. But yeah, the cheapest membership is pretty cheap, and the only thing it is just to get you a little bit more cred in the chat.
Absolutely. I am not going to say I was unprepared and had no idea that we hit membership level of channels, but I'm also saying exactly that. Cal, you are breaking that news to me. Oh, this is embarrassing.
Breaking news.
Oh, I had no idea. But yep, Cal, I couldn't have said it any better.
Apparently, we were just eligible for it, so it was approved. I saw, so it's there.
I had no idea. I never asked for approval anyway, so I mean, I guess YouTube does YouTube just do that when you hit 2K? Is that what happens?
I don't know. I got the alert that we were good for memberships, and I clicked the button and it said it was up. So I don't know.
Okay. Well, that would be cool. I've not been signed up as a member on any other channels, but if you guys would be want to be one of the first ones to become a member, that would be very cool.
Yeah, one of the things with the memberships too is I think they give you like a color badge, and then every month you renew, it shows how long you've been a member. So like I don't know, let's just say like the purple badge means you've been here for like 3 months, and the orange badge is like 2 months. So then you can really tell who in the chat has been subscribed and has been a member for the longest. It just gives you a little bit of bragging rights. But obviously we know some familiar faces in here. But on days when say the stream's kind of blowing up, it's a big game. You definitely want to get prioritized if you've been here long enough and you guys know us. And if sometimes the chat's moving too quick, we can't see you. That'll definitely help out too. And we can also make members only streams. I know they do members only chat in case something happens, or if it's, let's just say it's a very controversial chat one night and we want to make it members only. You want to make sure you have the opportunity to do that.
Right. All right, so we have 2:23 to go here. Sabres have 31 shots, and against a goalie that has a .900 save percentage this year, we have only scored uno. Woo! Go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. All right.
Knicks are winning.
The Knicks, indeed. Well, I don't know if that's worse for Memphis or better for New York, but
Yeah.
I remember my buddy, he bet that the Memphis Grizzlies would make the playoffs this year after Jock came back. So he put
looking good.
He put $60 on that one.
Not looking good.
Yeah, but here comes Zach Benson. Leaves it there for JJ Peterka. Peterka cannot get any separation along the wall there. Stars lifts this one out to center, get to the Sabres blue line before they pass it across ice. Turn it over too, and this leads to a Dahlin rush the other way. Dahlin down the near side boards, pulls up on the backhander in the corner, kind of loses control of it here. The rush has died out in the back behind the net now. Benson gets it in front of the net. Almost got high stick there. Now it's in front. Dahlin! How did he not score? Oh, he nearly broke his stick over his head. He was one-on-one again with Jake Ottinger, and somehow
Oh,
didn't score. Here's Middlestead now going across the blue line. 1 minute to go here in the first period, folks. Tuck, backhander, trying to get this one to the front of the net. Can't do so. Stars are winning this game while being outshot by almost 20. They have been outshot by nearly 20 shots. And they have a 1-goal lead somehow. So, yeah, you tell me how that makes sense. I don't know. I don't have a scientific equation. I don't think Einstein accounted for a situation like this in the universe.
yeah.
Here, Benson needs to actually score a goal before the next lunar eclipse. Yeah, he's only scored 4 times this year. Benson has been very snake-bitten. There's a couple of young guys that have been really snake-bitten. J.J. Paterka last year is a notable example of that. Logan Cooley of the Arizona Coyotes. Every time I watch a Coyotes game, on the off chance that I do, he's always all over the place, but never can score. But here's Duchesne to the front. Tyler Seguin nearly put it in. Did not do so, but the Stars keep it alive with 2.2 seconds, but we have a whistle here. Are we going to get a penalty?
That is, I think the net's off.
Oh. Yeah, but just looking, that Dahlin shot deflected off the stick of Niels Lundqvist. It was going in. It was going in, folks. And you can see Dahlin's visceral reaction there. Puts his stick over his head. He knows he should have scored that. He wishes. And that's the second opportunity where he probably should have. So, yeah. Not great there from Buffalo. But we got 2.2 seconds in the period, so I'm just going to flash up. Hopefully, I swear to God, if Dallas scores here, that's...
There's no way.
Sabres lose the faceoff. All right, yep, that's the end of the period. So, the Stars and Sabres both get a goal in that middle frame there. For the Sabres, kind of frustrating again because they've been the better team now through 2 periods, yet only have 1 goal to show for it. I mean, what else?
Again, still 20 minutes left to play, so Sabres just got to keep playing how they're playing. Eventually, another shot's got to go in the back of the net. Just got to hope it happens before the Stars get a 3rd goal, right? Because that would, like you said earlier in the stream, Sabres get down by more than 1 goal in this game. It's pretty much over. I don't think you're scoring consecutive goals.
Yeah.
As hot as Ottinger's been this season and this game.
Yep, I got to go charge my phone here real quick.
Folks. All right. Everyone in the chat, let's do a question of the intermission. This one is going to be kind of a trivia question, not so much an NHL question. If you were to live in any other state in the USA besides New York or wherever you live, what state would it be and why? Let us know in the chat, and we will discuss that. Don, I asked a question. I asked everyone to name what state they would choose to live in if it wasn't the state they currently reside in, and why. We'll ask you that. What state would you move to?
Probably Wyoming. Number 1, its natural scenery is wonderful, and number 2, there's not a lot of people out there to bother me. So, bingo.
That's true.
Yep.
You'd have the Wyoming football team, the Pokes.
Yep. Josh Allen. Yep. I could just say I'm from Buffalo and be like, Josh Allen. Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Yep.
They probably got a lot of Bills bars there. Yeah.
Probably. Cal, let me ask you the same question. Which state would you go to?
I would probably go. I'd want to be by the water, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I don't know. I'm torn between like a Midwestern state that like is like low taxes, not a lot of people, kind of like Wyoming, or like a South Carolina right by the water. Probably go South Carolina right now, just right by the water, nice and warm.
It's very humid down there.
Yeah, that's the only thing, and I don't know, but I get cold very easily. Like my hands freeze. I think my circulation's bad, so that would be what I would say. But the chat's already saying quite a bit here. Charlie says Tennessee, so he can be free. I like it. Coyote says Idaho. That's a very interesting one. Idaho, potatoes, but kind of along the same lines of Wyoming. You kind of can be free, not do a whole lot, and also not be bothered.
Be free.
Chris says Pennsylvania. Don, I know you know quite a bit about living in Pennsylvania. How do you feel about that answer?
I like the state. I like New York, but I also don't like some parts about New York. I won't get into it too much, but I do like Pennsylvania. I used to, before I lived in Buffalo, my family lived in Pittsburgh, so for a couple
Mm.
years, but I always remember Pittsburgh being such a cool city, and I still think that. And nothing
Oh yeah.
against the downtown Buffalo, but it's just very flat and not much of a downtown. See, Pittsburgh is a little more active, so
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I see Tennessee, um, some more
Yeah, we got
Pennsylvania,
Montana.
Montana.
That
Interesting.
could be cool. That's
Gets very
good
windy and
views.
cold up there. Not too many people too. I see a lot of people. I wonder if they're picking these western states for kind of the same reason as me.
Yeah, I don't know, but let me see. Truth says Texas. The state is huge. Yeah, Texas. I mean, there's a lot of options. You could live in a city like Arlington, Dallas, Houston, or you could live kind of in not a desert like climate, but kind of like a dry land. They also have a coast, and kind of the Gulf there. And then there's also the Mexican border if you want to get sketchy. So a lot of options in Texas. Tennessee, you got to be on the outskirts of any city, though. Yeah, living in downtown Nashville would be insane. I know Memphis has some high crime rates. Knoxville's cool. And then True says Pennsylvania is tremendous. Yeah, I mean, we go to Pittsburgh every year. You guys know Armada. Me and Armada
Hmm.
go every year to Pittsburgh, see some Pirates games. And yeah, I got to say, Pittsburgh's just a beautiful city in general. I mean, you got the rivers, got the bridges. PNC Park is absolutely gorgeous. So that's always fun.
Yep.
Austin is a huge draw. Yeah, I've heard is it San Antonio, I believe, is a pretty cool, up and coming. Trying to think if it's San Antonio or if it's something else. I think it's San Antonio. They've like redeveloped quite a bit there, and it's kind of a nice city. And,
Yeah.
but
And I wish they did put some more investment into downtown Buffalo. Not that because Canal Side is really cool and stuff, but still there's a reason why a lot of other people come to Buffalo and say it's kind of gloomy. It's kind of a very gloomy downtown area.
yeah,
You'd like to add some more fun features about downtown Buffalo. Although I wonder, given how bad the winters have been, I don't know how much you could add.
yeah, it's been better than it has. They definitely made quite a few improvements, but still a lot to be made. You want to take a shot at saying the city Coyote said?
Is that Coeur d'Alene? Uh,
Beautiful place. I'll take your word for it. But yeah, there's a lot of places out in the west that are just gorgeous. Just gorgeous, like older towns, farm towns. You got mountains out there. You got plains. Really nice. True says Mount Washington overlooking Pittsburgh. Awesome
yep,
for fireworks. Yeah, I mean,
it's
there's
awesome.
so many cool features of Pittsburgh. I mean, it's so hilly though, which is the only drawback I'd say of living in like the suburbs of Pittsburgh is, I mean, it takes forever to kind of navigate your way around in Pittsburgh just because it's so hilly and I don't know. Yeah, you could definitely get car sick pretty easily. San Antonio crime is terrible though. My cousin's is a cop, plans on moving back to Watertown, New York next year. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I saw something that they were kind of like got some newer features, but yeah, I mean definitely crime's definitely another reason why people don't like to live in bigger cities.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I mean Buffalo's had their fair share of crime troubles recently. Unfortunately, city we love. That's the city we love. Hopefully, it gets better someday,
yeah,
right?
definitely not as bad as it used to be though. Too.
No.
I mean, still, I know certain areas of Buffalo are bad, but for the most part, I'd say Buffalo's definitely improved
Yeah, I mean, I've
from
never,
where they were.
whenever and people always bring up like the crime statistics. Apparently, Buffalo's in the top 20, I believe. And I don't know about you, Kel, but whenever I walk in downtown Buffalo, and maybe it's just because I walk in the daytime, and I mean, even the dusk, like I've never felt unsafe in downtown.
Yeah, I haven't either. And again, they've really improved the canal side slash downtown. The west side's pretty good. North Buffalo's nice. I think it's mainly just, on the east side of Buffalo now that, has that high rate, but it also has a lot of cool areas too, a lot of cool little towns on the east side of Buffalo too. So it's hit or miss. Again, depends where you go, but there's some rough parts. There's definitely some I don't know what they call it, like redlining or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
But
Charlie says my first girlfriend was from Watertown, New York. She broke up with me because I was a nice guy, and then she went out with a drug dealer. Nice. I'm sensing some resentment there, Charlie. Maybe you do you think that you were the better option? Is that what you're trying to hint at there? Because I mean, oh yeah, because yeah, I feel like I'm sensing some bitter love, right? I don't know about you, but
maybe it's Gregory's cousin. That was the next. Yeah, but Gregory says
Poor guy.
4 cars got shot up in the 18 years. Yeah, that is
Oh
that is
man.
not safe at all.
Lowell sounds like a normal water down Bro, when did this turn into crapping on Watertown, guys? How did what,
Well,
bro?
that's
Oh,
like the some top things to do in Watertown. I
drugs.
couldn't tell you a thing about
I
it.
I
Yeah, I
I've
guess.
driven through when I was going to Quebec City. My family we drove through Watertown. I don't really remember all that much though about Watertown. It seemed pretty inauspicious. Yeah.
Says the top thing is an escape room center. The escape works.
There's
They have the Adirondack River Outfitters. There's a public library. Jefferson County. I feel like I've been through this going to the Adirondacks,
Yeah, I
but
was gonna say your family goes up in these areas, right?
yeah,
I've never been.
snowmobiling trips and stuff. I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever made a stop in Watertown. There's a place called Jean's Beans right
Oh,
right downtown. Jean's
are they gonna be
Beans.
sponsoring us?
The
Is
zoo
when will Jean's
could
Beans be
be.
sponsoring us? Then she got arrested because she got caught with the drug dealer's drugs in her car. Charlie, again, I'm sensing that you feel she made the wrong decision in that relationship. I'm sensing some of that. Yeah. Maybe she did make the wrong decision. Cal, do you think it's a bad thing to get arrested? And you can answer this as honest as you can be. Um, well, first, let me ask you: have you ever been arrested?
I have not.
Quick
That is
follow
for
up.
sure.
Quick follow up again. What's your social security number so I can look you up in the database and see if you've been arrested?
It's a good question. If anyone
Hmm.
in the chat wants to drop theirs, feel free, but I will not be doing that. Watertown gets the -40 in the winter. Yeah, that's
Ooh.
not fun. I
Yeah.
know, because that's right by the lake too. And then, because I know sometimes we go snowmobile around there, but we're usually either south of that near the lake, or we're north of that, kind of near the Canadian border up there. Um, but
The Emerson
yeah.
area of Buffalo is terrible. Mm-hmm. Just a
No
bit.
comment.
No comment. I I'm gonna tell a quick little story. Me and my friends, the one time we decided to get kind of stupid, so we drove through Emerson at like midnight, 1 a.m. after a Sabres game. We are just kind of chilling downtown. Decided, in our bright minds, of course. Oh, okay, let's go drive down this way and see what's going on. And we did. And being as PG as possible, it wasn't very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't very nice. Although I do have
Not great.
major,
I
made,
know
I
that's
made.
kind of right by Lovejoy though, which is pretty good. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really strange because I mean that area, like Lovejoy, Allentown, those are really nice areas. Skajakwada too.
yeah.
Just thinking about where Nichols is as well. That whole like
Hmm.
Delaware, North Delaware is really nice. And then you have hmm, Emerson. You can get a cheap house in Emerson. Well, I think there's a reason why. Truth, I think there's a good reason.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like demand is all that high there.
Yeah. Not necessarily great here. I'm just going to the street view here on in Emerson, but yeah. Downtown.
Yeah, I feel bad though. 'Cause, I mean, people do want to make it better. It will get better someday. I have faith. I
And
have
again,
faith.
there's a lot of great people that live in that area too that are just kind of stuck. Um,
Yeah, it just kind of stuck there. But getting transitioning back to the game here, we got a little under 4.5 minutes on the intermission. Cal, do you think it's the Sabres' goal every night to make opposing goalies look like Vezina candidates?
yeah, it definitely is, especially if it's a bad goalie. But tonight it is very talented goalie. And yeah, they're definitely making them look good.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of expected coming into this one, right? I mean, he really didn't want to face Ottinger, but Dallas has had good goaltending
I have a serious
this
question.
year.
Again, Chad, I got a serious question here. I wonder how much like these intermission guys get paid because if you really think about it, they're only on camera for like oh, I mean if intermissions are about 16 minutes long, you got commercial breaks for about 4 or 5 minutes of that. And I'm commenting on it because Dallas's broadcast team are currently talking their asses off here in the intermission report. Their actual intermission guys were on the screen for like 4 minutes. So I'm just
The
wondering,
studio,
the
yeah.
studio guys, I'm just wondering how much do they get paid and how can I get that job outside of being an former NHL player?
Right? That's the dream. That's
Can
the
I
goal. I
can
don't
I be
know.
Brian Duff? I would like to be Duffer. Give me
Again, those guys do podcasts and stuff during the week, and they have to stay 30 minutes before the game, 30 minutes after the game, which kind of stinks. But
Yeah, but still, you get to go to Sabres games. I feel like that's a kind of a cool job to
yeah.
say. Like, hey,
Oh yeah.
I'm the intermission guy for the Sabres on MSG. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'd love to do that. Oh
Okay, you're going to be a sports journalist someday, so I would
yeah. Yeah,
expect
we'll see. We'll see what happens
I'd
with
expect nothing less from you.
that.
Mm,
uh,
yeah. But yeah, folks, the Sabres have 31 shots on goal, 30 of which have been saved by Jake Ottinger. The Stars, in comparison, have 12 shots on goal and 2 goals. Yep. The life of a Sabres fan.
yeah.
Eternal pain, then hope, then some major hope, and finally heartbreak. Then
A
repeat.
constant cycle, an absolute constant cycle.
There's got to be a meme out
Um,
there, right? Someone's got to have made a meme about this.
yeah, there's plenty. There is plenty. And yeah, I mean, again, guys, thank you guys for joining us. Again, it means a lot that you guys come in here. As bad as the Sabres have been this year, it's still fun to stream these games, and hopefully it will pay off when the Sabres finally make the playoffs. Which that's definitely going to be, if not by some miracle this year, next year, right? I mean, 100%, right? I mean, it's just got to happen, right? Surely this
Right.
team couldn't possibly regress any further.
Next year is our year, Cal. Next year is our year. Kevin Adams. I don't know if you before the stream were watching. Kevin Adams did go on MSG at around 6:30 ish. I don't know if you caught a glimpse of it.
I didn't
What he
watch it. I
said.
saw it. I saw it was happening, but I was unable.
So I was looking on Twitter. Apparently, Kevin Adams was saying something along the lines of, "I know the fans are frustrated. I am frustrated too, but we have to work at this in like a sensible way, or something like that." He said something along the lines of that. And again, I get that Granado and Kevin Adams have only been here for the last 3 of 13 years of playoff drought. That's what I understand. They came here with practically nothing, bare bones prospect pool, no talent on the roster either. I mean, we were playing Stephen Fogarty and Cody Eakin in our nightly lineup. I get it. I understand.
Stephen Fogarty.
Stephen Fogarty and Tobias Reeder. I get it. It was rough, but it's not like the fans are frustrated that because they're putting 13 years of playoff drought on these guys. No, they're frustrated because of how they did last year.
Hmm.
I'm just thinking about this a little bit here, Cal. Do you think it was a bad thing that the Sabres overachieved last season?
No, I don't think so because this year's been unacceptable. I mean, plain and simple. Again, this is last year we were saying before last year we said this current season is supposed to be the one that we get in the playoffs, right? Last season we almost did it. We're like, oh, we took a bigger step than I thought, but still the goal was this year to make the playoffs, and they have severely disappointed, severely underachieved. So no, I think it was great that they overachieved last year. Maybe it set the expectations a little higher than they should have been this year. But this year, this was the playoff year to begin with, right? I mean, this was supposed to be the year, even before they overachieved last season. So no, I think it was, great that they overachieved last season, but I don't think it should have completely stopped us from making any improvements in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, it seemed to have, kind of had that effect. You bring up Stephen Fogarty. I wanna mention another name, Remy Ely, another great
yes.
Sabres player. Yeah.
Seth Griffith.
Yes. Justin Bailey,
Yep.
Nick Baptiste,
Mm-hmm.
great players.
Yeah, some great guys. And we're getting ready here, folks, for the third period. In the third period of the season, the Stars have scored 68 goals, tied for most in the NHL. The Sabres have a plus 21 goal differential. That is tied for best in the NHL. So you look at that first period, and the Sabres, for a change, are still in it by the third. And there's Don Granato. He's chirping on it at his guys here. He's like, "Get ready, guys. We got this. This is our David versus Goliath moment. Rah! Rah! We got this, folks. All right." And let's see if they do. We are nearly underway for the third. There is a little bit of a false start on Dallas' end on this opening faceoff. Tage leaning into this one. He promptly loses it. Dallas will throw this one into the Sabres zone, bounces over the stick of old power, goes right to the front of the net. Luukkonen made the pad save, and now the Sabres do not get it out. I lied. Jamie Benn, second-hand opportunity, throws that one to the net. Now Faksa, short-angle opportunity as well. That one stopped by Luukkonen. Couple shots there for Luukkonen, who's been relatively kept pretty quiet here tonight. Only 14 shots against, 12 saved. So that's a couple more in the bin for him as we get going. There's another shot thrown in there from long range on Luukkonen. Now this looks like it's going to be a penalty against Buffalo. Yep. Woo! Oh. Dahlin. Oh, wait. It looks like Dahlin's going to go to the box.
Yep.
No, it's the Sabres. Oh, we got a power play.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay, dude. Okay. Matt Duchene, 2 minutes for hold.
I was gonna say, I thought, I don't think it was touched by the Sabres after, that happened, but yet Dahlin kind of looked miserable. So, I don't know.
Yeah, Duchene held onto Dahlin's stick, and Duchene, he's looking up at the replay. He's kind of confused as to the call. We both are too, but whatever. The Sabres are 1 for 3 on the power play here tonight. Desperately need to get another goal here from any means necessary. And they have won the faceoff to Peterka. Takes the shot. Ottinger was sprawled out. He was down. Made the stop still. Maybe it didn't get through to him. Dahlin now to Casey Middlestat. On the far side, he peels back now with the puck. Middlestat drops it to Dahlin at the point. Dahlin hangs onto it. Now finds Middlestat on the far boards. Back to Dahlin. No shot. Now Middlestat back to Dahlin. Takes the one-timer. Rebound goes off the end boards, but Ottinger's fortuitously slid towards where the puck was bouncing off to. Somehow St. Louis is better than us. But, oh my gosh, the Sabres, again, this close.
What a chance. And you just got to keep getting shots on. Keep peppering Ottinger. It's got to go in eventually.
Face off there, lost by the Sabres. Hakanpää rings this one around the boards. Kept in the zone there by Alex Tuch, who walks towards the middle of the ice, takes the shot. That one just missed. Now it's Greenway, shouldering off a guy. Gets it to the point for Dahlin. Near side for Peterka, back to Dahlin. Hangs onto it, still has it. Finds Middlestat on the far boards. Walks down low to Tuch in front! Trickle just wide! The puck luck is insane for Dallas. Now Dahlin to Middlestat, another shot. That one was blocked in front. Greenway picks it up, gets it to Middlestat, to Dahlin, one-timer, blocked in front by the defenseman, and Dallas will clear it down the ice. 50 seconds to go here on this power play. Unbelievable that the Sabres have not found an equalizer. This is maddening. Cousins to Power, now to Skinner, forces one across the ice to Kyle Poso. He now rings it around the boards, but it deflects out of play. Good job, Kyle.
Of course it does.
The play always stops with Kyle.
This feels like a game that Okposo's going to score in, though, doesn't it? That cheeky Okposo tying goal.
Yeah. Or maybe it's a Gergensons, weird, fluky. I don't think Gergensons Gergensons does not have an assist this year, Cal.
Oh, that's insane.
But just look, did you see the Dahlin one-timer replay? That guy just took it to the gut, who was Issa Lindell, the defenseman. He is still hunched over. It looks like it just shot him, knocked the wind out of him. 17:50 to go, 34 seconds on the power play. If they don't score here, I'll give this power play credit. They have been shooting the puck a lot. so far
They
tonight.
have a lot of chances.
Another one face off there by the Sabres. Power to Skinner on the near side board. Skinner hangs on to it. Now finds Power at the point. Power back to Skinner. Cross ice pass, quick to Thompson. Now to Power. One-timer. Flutter its way through, and now Skinner flubs his lines, and Faksa can get it down the ice to probably seal this rest of the power play for the Stars. Skinner, come on, bruh. He's not been the same since coming back from his injury. Here's Skinner again. Walking down the boards, drops it back to Jokiharju. Stars back to full strength. There's a quick shot, stopped again by Ottinger. Now Skinner with a spinorama shot, again stopped by Ottinger. 36 shots now for the Sabres as the Stars trying to come back here. Jokiharju breaking that rush up. Marchment was trying to make something happen here for the Stars. Now it's Krebs. Gets to center ice before it's stolen away by the Sabres. Sagan trying to make something happen here. Tips this one towards the middle of the ice. Nothing there, though. Charlie says when Oposo scores, they'll have a parade after the game. Probably. Be like, this is the reason why we re-signed him, okay? This is absolutely the reason. As the Sabres ice the puck. But the Sabres had 6 shots on that power play. None of them went in. 37 shots now in the game. 14 for Dallas. It's unbelievable.
Ottinger is just just stealing the show. Stealing the show. And 37 shots. Not a single goal other than that Thompson power play one.
There's a quick shot from the point, right into the glove of Luukkonen after that face-off win there by Dallas. It was Niels Lundqvist, the former Rangers prospect, who had that one. But yeah, Dallas just... Ottinger really is stealing the show. This is something we've seen Jake Ottinger do before. Just steals a game or two. But that's what your best goalies have to do, Cal.
Yeah, that's something the Sabres have not had in a long time, a goalie that can win them games. And, not to say UPL hasn't been good down the stretch here, but, again, the Sabres just don't have that goalie that I think they probably should have traded for in the offseason.
Yeah. But again, UPL has probably been the surprise of the season, given how he's got 3 shutouts, which is crazy. Yeah. Crazy. Never would have guessed that. All right, but here's Tuck and the Sabres working their way into the Star zone. He plays it to the point for Dahlin. Dahlin out wide. Why, Casey? Why? But he somehow gets the ball back. Dahlin! He found Tuck just behind him. Oh, my God. And now Middlestat flubs his lines again. Can't handle the puck. Stars going back the other way. They got some space. Rope hits. Shot. Rebounds. Just went wide. They had a lone guy in front there. Now the Sabres just mercifully get that puck down the ice. How did the Stars not score?
How is that an icing? Oh, my. Wow.
Just looking at this opportunity, the Sabres had 4 guys in the middle of the ice. No one tying this. Oh, Luukkonen got a toe on that. That wide open opportunity for Wyatt Johnston, Luukkonen got a toe on that save. Goodness. Luukkonen just kept this team in this hockey game. Hats off to Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. But another defensive zone faceoff here for the Sabres. Middlestat, he's tired. He's leaning into this one here. Jamie Benn for the Stars. Jamie Benn wins it for the Stars. He gets it to the point. Suter, shot. Bounces behind the net. Luukkonen again was unsettled in his crease. But Middlestat gets it back for Buffalo from below the goal line and just gets it out of the zone. Far enough for the Sabres to get some changes here as the Stars, unfortunately, are quickly coming back. And Jamie Benn gets sandwiched by a couple of Sabres players in the near side boards. Lost his stick in the process, too. Somehow kept play up here for the Stars. Good soccer moves here by Jamie Benn, but eventually the Stars do get it back. Kyle Poso through center. Finds Tage, but kind of let the puck keep going on. Never really got a handle on it. Allows the Stars to come back here. It's Sam Steele to the front of the net. Again, Luukkonen just no idea where that puck is. Fortunately for the Sabres, they batted it down. Got it down the ice. Skinner, tired. Doesn't look particularly interested in chasing after this puck. This loose puck.
Yeah, they kind of look out of gas, don't they? They're really selling out on these offensive breaks, not hustling back on defense.
Here's Cousins, finds Peterka, going through center. Peterka to the outside, along the boards, holds it up, fires in the middle to Cousins, his one-timer, stopped by Ottinger. How many high-danger opportunities are the Sabres going to get? Now it's Peterka again, off the boards, leaves it there for Cousins, to the point. Dahlin makes a move, walks in, fires it, it's stopped by Ottinger again. Now it goes behind the net. When will the Sabres, if they score again, when will it be? When will it be? Up in the moonlight, I pray for a moment like that. 39 shots now for the Buffalo Sabres. And Cousins had another couple of grade A opportunities. This time a high slot one-timer with a feed set up by J.J. Peterka, and then Dahlin just shot it. He was trying to go far corner, but Ottinger just kind of swiped at it with his stick. Sent that into the corner.
So many chances for the Sabres. Yeah, I mean, got to keep putting the pressure on. Just keep doing it.
Here's Tuck to the point. Sabres walking down with it with a backhander. I'm not sure who the hell that. Who was that? Who the hell was that?
Power.
That was the weakest backhander.
Let's get to a TV break.
That was the weakest backhander I think I've seen in a while. Thank you, Owen Power, for doing that. Darn, ran into another hot goalie. Better luck next year. Sabres winning this game. I'm not concerned. Real deal prime, you should be. We may have 40. Sabres, it doesn't matter how many shots the Sabres have. 40, 50, 60. We just can't beat Ottinger. Just cannot beat him. I am inconsolable right now. This is incomprehensible, Cal. Unbelievable.
Speaking of a coyote in the chat, I don't know if you saw this, but apparently it's an NFL player that's there for the Super Bowl got attacked by a coyote. Yeah. What the heck?
Oh, he wasn't attacked. A pack of coyotes walked around his car for a little bit, but yeah, I saw that. I was like,
oh, okay.
I went to Arizona. I wish I got to see a coyote. Where are the bros? Where are my bros?
I think there's a lot of coyotes around here. Coyotes and foxes.
Mm-hmm.
We've had coyotes in my yard.
I've seen foxes in my yard too. Probably I can imagine your yard. Yeah. Your property is much bigger than mine.
Yeah.
Sabres will win in OT. I don't care what the Sabres do. If they just get a point, get two, it doesn't matter. What matters is that the Sabres do get a result from this game. You cannot lose this one. Each loss. Yeah,
what matters
counts.
Is the guys have fun. I think that's the biggest thing. As long as everyone has a good time, that's the number one.
Oh, and Dallas are about to do a little segment here. They are zeroing in on the 1999 Sabres banner up in the rafters and saying that this is the 25th anniversary of the Dallas Stars Stanley Cup victory over the Buffalo Sabres.
We want to see the first one, right? I don't care what happened before my time. It is what it is, right?
Right. So much pain in Buffalo. So much pain. Here's another high slot opportunity. Benson, his shot fought off by Ottinger, and Dallas will clear it here. Goes all the way down the ice. Owen Power trying to shield this one. It goes for an icing, too.
Icing.
Yeah, I'm sure Mason Marchment's not too happy about it. Yeah, he's kind of yapping at the referee there. He's like, nah, that was not icing. That was not icing. No, sir. But yes, Mason, it was. But it doesn't matter. Sabres lost the offensive zone face-off. That's a high stick, though, against Marchment, so they can't touch that one up. Otherwise, it's going to be a whistle here. Well, why are we letting seconds tick away? Guys, we can't score.
I don't get it. All right.
And now the face-off's going to be in the Sabres' D end because we touched it first. Fun. Fortunate bounce there for the Stars. All right. Another face-off opportunity. Sabres now have extended their shot advantage from 40 to 41. Whoa. Crazy, man. Insane. Stars lead the face-off advantage 40 to 26, by the way. Not good enough there.
That is something.
Sagan leaning into this one. He wins it back to Duchesne. His shot was blocked before it could get through to Luukkonen, and it deflects out of the zones. Stars got to retreat to the neutral zone. Now, a loose pass again from Hakanpää forces them back even further. Or Heiskanen, excuse me. Here's Heiskanen. Sees that pass deflected into the Sabres' end, where it's going to be called back for an icing. I mean,
Other icing, yeah. A lot of this reminds me of the first. A lot of stop and go action here, but Sabres just so many chances. I mean, you got to score here. Something's got to give, and that seems to be the issue with the Sabres team, right? They'll have a chance, but there's no one in front of the net to put in the rebound.
Yeah, and that's been the story of our season. Sabres lose another face-off, but the Stars can't clear. It goes to Dahlin trying to look far cross ice to Jordan Greenway. Got to be careful not to commit a penalty there. He didn't. But, nope, looks like there's going to be a whistle here, and Greenway's going to the box. Saw that one from a mile away.
That is a horrible penalty to take. That is a horrible penalty to take. Jeez.
Good job, Jordan Greenway. You provide a lot to the team.
What are you doing there? I mean, that is just pathetic.
You can't be doing that. The referee's like, please go to the box.
Oh, they had to even out the power play penalty somehow anyway. So,
well, I mean,
better now than at the very end of the game if you could kill this one off.
Zach Benson furiously sweating on the bench here, seeing the referees gift Dallas penalties. But yeah, that's not a good penalty if you're Jordan Greenway. Now, the Stars have their second power play opportunity of the game, but it's disrupted very quickly. 2 seconds in here. Because of another active stick from Tuck, he deflects that pass out of play. Coach's son, lazy penalty. Yeah, it was a lazy penalty. I don't know why he's gripping that. He stopped moving his feet. He just gripped the other guy's stick. That sounds wrong, but he did. He held the other guy up. Again, that sounds wrong. Jesus. And, well, it leads to a penalty. But the Sabres win this faceoff. Erik Johnson, penalty kill maestro. Gets this one out of the zone all the way down the ice. Sabres need a kill here. Dallas looking potentially to seal the game given how their goalie has played. But here's Ben walking in, takes the shot off a skate and to the corner. Cousins trying to meet his man there. Johnson, instead of going for the puck, just kind of stands there. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing there.
Heiskanen, a quick one-timer from the point. Looks like it was blocked in front. We got another penalty coming up here against Buffalo, I believe. Oh, boy. All alone in front. Oh, boy. Who's the call going to be against? Is it going to be Luukkonen? Or is it Tuck? Is it Luukkonen? You're giving a...
What?
Luukkonen's getting a tripping call.
Oh, my gosh. Erik Johnson goes to the bench to get taped up like he cut his hand somehow. Now we have a 5-on-3, so this one might be over.
Yeah.
We'll see if the Sabres can kill this off. Oh, man.
What's the penalty? What's the penalty? What? Huh?
He's in the crease.
He's in the crease.
He's in the crease.
What? And now we have confusion going on here. Because Erik Johnson has cut his hand. What? How is that a penalty? They called it on Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for God knows what. I mean, they say slashing, but...
What?
Oh, referees. This is not another good refereeing moment.
I mean...
Cal,
it's one thing to trip the guy outside the crease. I mean, from what I understand of the rule, if the guy is in the crease, you can push him out the way, you can do whatever. I mean,
the Dallas graphic here has an update. It looks like Cousins is going to go serve.
Cousins is taking this penalty?
Cousins is going to go serve the penalty here. So it will be a 5-on-3 for the Stars for 1:19. Unbelievable. Yeah, referee's not doing Sabres any favors here. Stars win the face-off. Duchesne has it. Duchesne holds, finds Heiskanen, far side for Jason Robertson, back to Heiskanen at the top of the formation. Now to Duchesne, down low, all alone in front, Pavelski, stonewalled by Luukkonen there. Now, but they can't get the puck back. Heiskanen has it, far side again to Robertson, back to Heiskanen. Shot, fought off by Luukkonen in front. Sabres looking to get this puck back. Dahlin fighting to clear this one, and he will! It goes to center ice, and now Tage Thompson in a foot race. Buddy, get back. Yeah, it's a 5-on-3. Yep,
Bold
there you go.
decision by Tage to go for that. Now he's going to be stuck out there again.
40 seconds to go here on this two-man advantage for the Stars. Rope Hintz trying to go across the blue line. He does. He finds Pavelski. Now to Duchesne. Matt Duchesne holds, goes cross crease to Robertson. Back up top. Heiskanen shot blocked before it could get through to Luukkonen. Now to Duchesne. He has it at the blue line. Duchesne fires. That one just missed. Looking near side top corner. Heiskanen again. 15 seconds to go on the two-man advantage. Far side. Back to Heiskanen. In tight. Duchesne. Heiskanen. Another pass off the stick. And it goes to the Sabres player, Connor Clifton. He will clear it down the ice. Sabres still have 42 seconds left on this power play here to kill off. It's not over yet, folks. Harley to Jamie Benn. Makes a move. Finds Wyatt Johnston. Walking into the high slot. Takes the shot. Deflects out of play. And the Sabres fans giving them a nice round of applause there. But a big couple of stops by UPL. Sabres are 20 seconds away from killing off a 5-on-3 here. Looks like Luukkonen did get a piece of that last Wyatt Johnston shot. Saw it from way downtown. Had plenty of time to react to it. And 30 seconds, excuse me. We're 30 seconds away from killing this one off. Big face-off here for the Stars. Looks like Ben's going to get tossed out or something.
It's going to be a long 30 seconds. Long 30 seconds here.
It's big, huge for the game. 2 goals for the Stars. 2-goal lead. The Sabres win the face-off. They clear it down the ice. Tick, tick, tock. All the way down. Ottinger leaves it there for Thomas Harley. Harley leading the rush here for the Stars across the Sabres blue line. 13 seconds to go here. Down low, Harley looking far side to Sagan. Back up top, 8 seconds. Wyatt Johnston across. Jamie Benn takes the shot. Glove stopped there by Luukkonen. He looked around his man, made the stop, and the Sabres are back to full strength. They did it, folks. They killed off a 5-on-3, now have a rush the other way. Middle stab with the shot. Again, blockered away by Ottinger. Again, he's done it again. He just can't stop making saves. That was a cross-check there by Jordan Greenway. Buddy, don't make another stupid penalty. Don't find yourself in the box again.
Not another one.
Not another one. Sabres get this puck back at center ice. Cousins trying to make a couple of moves. He got a little cute with it. Sabres got to be careful. Oh, was that 6 men on the ice? Nearly. 9.5 minutes to go here in this third period. Sabres still in this one. It's a 2-1 deficit. Stars trying to go back in to the zone. There's a quick little soft floater there. That goes just wide of Luukkonen. Sabres again regain control of this at center ice. Thompson plays it back to Dahlin. Turns around, finds his defensive partner there. Is that Connor Clifton? Clifton passed through the seams, finds Thompson inside that Stars blue line. Thompson to the front of the net, finds Okposo, working off of the defenseman Suter, trying to get this one to the front of the net. Cannot do it, but it goes to the far corner here. Sabres, though, getting blockered off that one, and it goes out of the play. Or out of the zone, excuse me. Power trying to get this one in, but his pass is stupidly bad, and it bounces behind the Stars net where they can reset things here. 8.5 minutes to go now. Tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, running out of time, but still, no need to hit the panic button yet. Again, you're still getting a lot of chances here. So just keep playing your game.
Speed up the far side. Thompson with a shot. Stopped by Ottinger. Benson drops this one to the point, but Dahlin cannot hold it in. And he nearly gave up a breakaway the other way, but found just enough control in the stick to make sure that didn't happen. But now Cousins with some space and some speed to the backhander. How did Ottinger make a couple of those saves? The puck is still loose, and now he covers it up. He was behind in the net. It's 7:50 to go in this third period. Sabres still down by 1.
Oh, what a chance from Cousins. What a move there. And yeah, Ottinger's just so solid tonight. 8 minutes, exactly 8 minutes to go as we head to the commercial.
Cows dogs be hollering.
I'll mute it up.
They're like, oh my gosh, did you see Drake's Leaks too? No, was it a song? Oh, it wasn't a song. What could it have been? Cal, you want to answer that one? Do you know what Drake's Leaks encompassed?
Yeah, I think he was showing off like his like he's a chef of sorts, so he was showing
Mm.
off like his array of like steaks and like he's his like grilling stuff. Like I think it was like I don't know,
It's
something
weird.
like
It's
that.
weird that someone would target those kind of pictures, right? Like they could have. Generally, when you think of leaks, especially with celebrities, you think of something more disturbing. But I guess that didn't happen here with Drake. Cousins, JJ, and Benson.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dogs are still hollering back there. Poor Kale. Cousins, JJ, and Benson line, best line. Yeah, they've been the best line by far for the Sabres here tonight. But we have our final commercial break here of the game. 8 minutes dead even to go in this third period. I don't know what the shots yet are. When I see those again, I will put them back up on the screen here. Stars still have a 2-1 lead. Sabres, please score another goal. Find a way, any way. I don't care how it happens, when it happens. Score another goal in this game, please. Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof. Yeah, real deal. Are you referring to Drake, or are you talking in reference to the Sabres or Cal? Like, Drake, or Cal, do you think Drake's dogs were pretty cute?
Nah, I'm gonna say no comment on that one. I don't know what we're referring
So you're
to.
saying there's a chance of a yes?
Probably not. I'll go no. I
Oh,
don't think I'm the right person to be answering that question. I think
I,
we'll have to pivot
we're
that
gonna have
one.
to get Drake on the show
Ah,
to respond to these
hey,
this
someone's
news.
pulling in here, so I'm gonna wait till the dogs go quiet, and then we'll unmute.
Poor guy. Yeah, the Sabres have 45 shots, Stars only 22. And they get it out in front. They nearly scored and went to the side of the net. Luukkonen was caught out of out of position again, but the Stars could not convert. Now the Sabres trying to go down the ice, but it'll come back for an icing. So the Sabres have the shot advantage, 45 shots for them, 22 for the Stars. And 7.5 minutes to go here, just looking at this last opportunity. There was a pad stop by Luukkonen. Went to the side of the net, and he got the pad over before Robertson. He literally almost walked it into the goal. Robertson nearly did that as, wow, Cal disappeared here. Crashed the net. We need a garbage goal. Absolutely real deal, Prime. We desperately need a goal of any sorts. Clearly, regular old shots are not cutting it. But we're going to have a little bit of a stoppage here. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen having some difficulties with his mask, so he's going to have to have that tended with at the bench. And of course, Dallas tomorrow plays the Toronto Maple Leafs tomorrow at 7. 9 hits for Buffalo, soft as mink fur. Yeah, but mink fur is comfortable. So you saying the Sabres are comfortable? Although I guess if you're playing against them, you want them to be comfortable to play against. Yeah, that's probably not the best. Probably not the best. So until Cal gets back in here, I'll just do that. The Sabres, another defensive zone face-off they got to contend with here. There's Cal.
We are back.
W.
Ooh.
The dogs are quiet. The dogs are quiet. Cal went up.
Yeah. Slade's getting home from baseball, so one of those nights.
Another BSCOG right there. The Sabres get this one out of the zone. Stars immediately whack it back in, though. Mason Marchment in. Oh, he gets absolutely curtailed there, grabbing his face, too. I'm surprised no one's going after Dahlin. Marchment looks like he got elbowed, too, on the way down. So not a pretty play there, not a pretty moment for Mason Marchment. Sabres trying to get back into the Star zone. 7:08 to go here. And Tuck receiving that pass. Has it. Fires it towards the middle of the ice. Duchesne was there first for the Stars. He leads the rush now the other way to Faksa. Faksa to Duchesne. Makes a move. Cuts towards the middle. Blockered off there by Tuck. Forced to the boards again. Now he's going to lift this one to the front of the net where it's stopped by Luukkonen. The Sabres can get it out on the subsequent rebound. What did the Sabres coaches do? Do they just yell pucks to the net? I don't even think they did that. For a long time, they just didn't do anything. You're right. Like it's an eternally burning question in my soul. What do the Sabres assistant coaches do? But the Sabres have a turnover here in the Stars zone, but the Stars get it out 6:18 now. Owen Power races back for it. Finds that looked offsides. What is it supposed to? What are we doing? No speed. We turn it over again. Thompson trying to get back after this one. Now he has it. Please retain some possession. Thompson trying to get too cute again. And now it's a breakaway. Evgeny Dadonov is in. Stopped by Luukkonen to save the game. Keep the game alive for the Buffalo Sabres. Huge save, yes. Dadonov was alone after, was that Peterka who lost control of it?
I think it was Ryan Johnson, I believe. The back end. I don't know for sure. I think so, though.
Yeah, but the Stars looking to shut this game down here. Sabres definitely appear tired as we move into the final 5.5 minutes of this game. Girgensons into the zone, trying to get after this one. Goes down below the boards, kicks it back to Dahlin. Dahlin fires it through an open crease. Nobody there, though, for the Sabres. Jokiharju now coming down from the point. Oh, come on! Keep that in the zone, Cousins. Or Peterka. I don't know who you are. I can't really see right now. Jesus. Keep it in the zone, for Christ's sake. Here's Jokiharju now. Fires this one near side boards to Cousins. Now he'll fire this one far side to Power. Maybe it was Power. Is it the usual suspects? What are we doing now? Guys, got to keep possession. Hey, guys, keep possession because now you turn it over and now the Stars can chew away more clock here. As they go down into the zone to the front of the net. It was sitting there, loose for a moment, but no one could get there for the Stars. And now here's J.J. Peterka, has it stripped. Now the Sabres trip a guy, and there's a penalty. Brutal. You just... You can't do that. You can't do that. What is Peterka doing?
Oh, yeah, that's tough. That is tough. So with 4:32, the Sabres are going to have to kill off a penalty, and they'll only have around 2:30 after that to score the equalizer if they so choose.
It was Johnson, not my son JJ. You're right. JJ would never commit an error like that. But that's my bad, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, he just did.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he did just commit that tripping.
Unfortunately,
I have goldfish memory, folks. You just can't do that though if you're, what's his name? You know who? Whatever. Like it frustrating, very, very frustrating here if you're a Sabres fan because you have over 40. You're near closing in on 50 shots, and you're still gonna find a way to lose this hockey game. You're still gonna lose this hockey game, and you can only afford 9. After this, you can only afford 8 more losses in your final 32 games if you even want to match your point totals from last year. 8 more losses. Can this team win 29-4?
No shot.
Charlie says it looked like the Dallas guy was hooking JJ. Well, I hope you're right.
Yeah, a little bit there, but yeah, it looked like Peterka kind of slipped down on his own there, turned the puck over, and then kind of got hooked a little bit, but blatant trip nonetheless as well. And they're gonna call whatever looks worse there. So it's the NHL. It's not a science. It's a very judgmental league. But
Cuzzy, that crazy that we have 45 shots and only 1 goal. Coyote, that's just the way the Sabres are these days. It's doesn't make any sense. Makes 0 sense. It's very frustrating. So many opportunities too, but this team just cannot score to save their lives. And it's so weird because they scored over 4 or 3 goals, well over 3 goals a game last year. But now we got to defend.
Jokiharju actually ends up getting the penalty here.
Either way, just really silly turnover by the Sabres leading to a costly penalty. And right off the bat, Dallas wins it. Near side, Jason Robertson fires it. Ooh, Luukkonen just got enough of that one. And now Cousins, maybe he's got a shorthanded opportunity. He's got the wheels. He's got the burners. Hasn't stopped. Oh, no. You got to be kidding me. How did he not score? Shorthanded, the perfect opportunity. Now he's going to try to have another go. Maybe take some time off the clock here. Well, that doesn't really make any sense. Cousins just trying to keep possession for Buffalo as he moves into the offensive zone. Has it stolen. And the Stars can hang on to this one. If Cousins had just held on to it for another second, he probably could have deked
What
out
a
Ottinger.
chance.
Another missed opportunity for the Sabres. They cannot beat Ottinger tonight. They go into the zone. Duchesne toe drags, trying to take the shot. It bounces all the way through to Luukkonen, and he covers that one up with 3:37 to go. 1:06 left in this power play.
I mean, so far the penalty kill's been good, aside from that first one. I mean, coming off that 5-on-3 kill, but yeah, big chance there from Cousins, and that might have been your last chance.
He needs to pick his head up here. He was trying to go 5-hole. Just take one more second to go around Cousins. He lifts his head up, but just go around Ottinger. You could have outweighted him, but another missed opportunity here. Minute to go. Stars shovel this shot towards the front of the net. That one as well was stopped by Luukkonen. He's now got 23 saves tonight. Sabres have 46 shots and 1 goal.
Somehow the Knicks game that was a 20-point game is now a 4-point game. So that's great.
Oop, yeah, that's not great to be almost losing to the Grizzlies. Here's Thomas Harley after that face-off win. Plays it across to Tyler Seguin. Seguin, that pass just off. Sabres trying to get to this one. They do. They're looking to maybe get back up the ice here with Cousins, but he's at the end of a shift, so he's just going to lift this one into the Stars zone. 37 seconds left on the power play for the Stars. 3 minutes to go now in this third period. Sabres trying to stay in it. It's Thomas Harley across to Matt Duchesne. Drops it back to Thomas Harley. Harley now to Duchesne once again on the near side boards. Plays it down low, looking for Wyatt Johnston. Gets cross-checked as he's trying to go through the front of the net. That's a penalty? Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness.
Connor Clifton commits another penalty. That's it. That's it. I can't believe you're calling that a penalty.
That is brutal. That is a flop.
Brutal. Wyatt Johnston cross-check to the ice.
Can't do it, though. I don't know why he's even going with the cross-check. Just use your body there.
But it's another 5-on-3, and the Sabres aren't going to get back to even strength until basically the end of the game. Wow. Good job, Don. Got these guys going. I'm so glad our defense did not give up 2 silly goals tonight. And I'm very glad that Connor Clifton is a member of this organization.
Right. So bad. But yeah, if the Sabres want any hope here, first things first, kill off this 5-on-3. You only got a few seconds left of it.
And then you're going to have to pull the goalie. You're going to have to pull the goalie maybe and go to 5-on-5 hockey. So.
Now, they did do that pretty successfully when I believe it was the Jets game.
Oh, goes to the front of the net. Duchesne nearly put the finishing touches on that one. But yeah, the Sabres trying to get possession of this puck, but we know how they play when it's a do-or-die situation. This team just, okay. Yeah, Stars are going to hang on to this one. $1:20 to go in this power play. 2 minutes. Sabres, if they kill this off, only have 40 seconds to work with after that. Duchesne now into the front. Oh, what a great opportunity for Roope Hintz. Has his shots stopped by Luukkonen again. That's now 26 saves for the man. Stars can't get into the zone. Minute to go. 1:48 to go here in this third period, and Ryan Suter's just going to float his way back and waste time. Buffalo, you know what's going to happen. This is maddening. Thomas Harley walking in, taking a point-blank opportunity. Missed the net. Seguin picks up the rebound, finds Jamie Benn. See this. This is maddening. Oh, and Suter has the puck just trickle over his stick. They're just trying to keep possession here. Yeah. 1:24 to go.
There.
Clifton has to make that play. What do? Well, use your body. Or maybe just not let him walk to the front of the net like that. Try to use your body, use the butt end of your stick.
Can't put the stick up like that.
Don't give the refs, because the refs are calling really just soft calls here. Do not give them anything they could possibly think of. You know, don't give them a reason to put their arm up. Post will be on for the empty net, probably. The big face-off here. And the Stars lose it. Sabres get control of this puck. Cousins under some serious duress, though. Luukkonen looking over to the bench, waiting for the signal here. Sabres give up the puck. So, bruh.
Yeah, it looks like we got to wait for this penalty to end, and then we'll have around 40 seconds to play.
Yeah, 7 seconds to go here. Thomas Harley walking back in. Centers this one. Duchesne trying to take that shot. He does. It's stopped by Luukkonen, and now Luukkonen is immediately heading for the bench. Sabres empty net. Extra attacker here. Dahlin across. Shot. That trickles wide. Stars pick up the rebound. Fire this one all the way down the ice. For an icing. 33 seconds to go. Yeah, UPL's on fire. He is. He's been playing extremely good hockey. He's got 28 saves tonight, so the Stars did get to the 30-shot threshold. Sabres still have 46. We have confusion right here on the bench. Call a timeout. And now the referees are coming over to the bench. It looks like the Stars, did they call a timeout here? I believe the Stars did, because we have mass confusion. Don Granato screaming his ass off.
Stars cannot call a timeout on an icing, so it's got to be
I think that's
be the Sabres calling them.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Oh, that was weird. Yeah. Peterka on the bench, of course. Can't have... Oh, Charlie. Make it make sense, right? Make it make sense. It doesn't. It just doesn't. You have Cousins, Tuck, Dahlin.
Can they pull off a miracle?
Is there Skinner on the ice as well? Yeah, but Peterka's on the bench. Posto actually isn't on the ice for the empty net situation, so...
Not yet.
Whoever said that was wrong. Yeah, Dahlin's out there. He's going to be the lone defenseman here. Stars coming back onto the ice. 33 seconds left. Basically a face-off away from ending this. Sabres need to get possession, which they probably won't. Duchesne, one of the best face-off men in the NHL, leaning in against Cousins, who's actually been okay tonight. 6-on-5 hockey. Cousins wins it, plays it to the point. Thompson, shot, stopped by Ottinger. The rebound isn't gathered up by the Sabres. Now they have it. They find it. They fire towards the net, but it deflects out of play. It's a waste. That's a waste. Keep possession. 22 seconds left.
Yeah, down to 22. Oof. I got to win another face-off. Probably have Cousins do that again, and we'll see if they can do it here.
22.2 seconds. Cousins needs to win another face-off, folks.
Middlestat's going to take this one.
Middlestat, he wins the face-off to the point again for Buffalo. Have it at the blue line. Stars showing this nauseating camera angle again, so I can't tell who's got the puck. They go cross ice. What a stop by Ottinger.
Oof.
Middlestat.
10 seconds left now. Oh, we're going to have another face-off. What a stop.
What a stop by Jake Ottinger. Thompson to cross ice to Casey Middlestat, and Ottinger just flops over to make the save. If you're Middlestat, you wish that was one-timer. Here's Dahlin now with the shot. Oh, that trickles just wide. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That trickles just on the outside of the post, and the game is over.
Oh.
The Stars steal 2 points in Buffalo. The Sabres would lose the game despite outshooting the Stars by 17. They had 48 shots, and they nearly scored right at the end there. 47 saves for Jake Ottinger, the most in any game in his career. That is his new single-game record. And for the Sabres, it's yet another frustrating loss here. That puts them 2 games below 500. And once again, they have yet to win 2 games in a row this season, or 3 games in a row this season.
Yep, it is what it is. Great effort from the Sabres. They just couldn't get it done, and yeah, it looks like this season is a lost season. Here without Samuelson and Quinn for the rest of the year. So now, I truly hope they start to call some guys up. We got to start seeing some of these new faces up here. And a disappointing season, but you got to make the most of it now. You can't just fold and keep doing what you're doing. So hopefully they change some things up. We'll see if they decide to change coaches up. I doubt they do that if they haven't already, but you never know.
All those who do advocate for Don Granato to be fired, sorry to interrupt you, Cal. It's it's important to note that the Sabres did just agree to an extension with Granato before this season. It's an undisclosed number of seasons what his extension is, but for Terry Pegula, if he fires him, that's yet another coach that he will have to be paying to not coach the Sabres. So, yeah, Cal, I don't know. What do you think tonight?
Yeah, I mean, just a tough game, but again, you can't say they didn't try. I mean, that's a heck of a lot of shots, right? So just you don't have the talent this year, and I think your GM failed you in the offseason, and that's what it comes down to. Poor coaching, no doubt about it. Poor execution this season. A lot of games you should have had, but this one, you just got outworked, out talented, I guess, if that's even a word. I mean, you just were the worst team, and you had more shots. You were the better team out there tonight, but talent wise, couldn't hang.
Yeah, Greenway played 21 minutes. Jeez, Tage 16. Not sure how you defend that one. But anyways, folks, I think that's gonna do it for us here tonight. Thank you so much for watching once again. I was Don. This was Cal. This is Buffalo Sports Center. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe before heading on out and join the Discord. Follow the Instagram. Follow the TikTok. All the links you can imagine are in the description box down below. Anyways, folks, thank you so much. We'll see ya. I don't think I have another stream scheduled for this week. I'm going out of town this weekend, but I think I have 2 games ready to go next week. So we'll see you then.